I got balance.
What do they say?
So they say Joy Rich, me and Jedi Rich are matching. He can film his tune after mine.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
This is your president speaking. And I approve this message.
Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. We are the Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still come in it. So if you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. We are the Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still come in it. So if you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. Touchdown, touchdown. Let's throw a ball down, first down. Let's throw a ball down every down. First we score, then we clown. Having fun, look around. Nobody loud as a Raider crowd. Nobody proud as a Raider crowd. NFL, how you like me now? We gon' do this Vegas style. Nothing but action. I'm Bo Jackson, hit the goal. Run you over, goal line, jumping over. Go crazy, lose your soul, lose your mind in a black hole. Here's your goal, Super Bowl. Everybody here, get that goal. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still come in it. So if you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. We are the Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Al Davis, John Madden, Greg Papa, and Derek Madden. He's a pirate, Ken Sailor, always will be a Vegas Raider. Archell, Gene Upshaw, Jack Tatum, true outlaw. That is Red Bullet, Nicole, Lester Hayes, Big and Y'all, Brown Brothers, Willie and Tim, Funkin' Otto, y'all know Jim, y'all know Lyle, y'all know Ted. Accent put you to bed. Dave Casper, Cliff Brand, Tom Ford, the King you can. George Fonda, Howie Long, Marcus Allen, come back home. Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. We are the Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still come in it. So if you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. We are the Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still come in it. So if you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. We are the Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are the Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still come in it. So if you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. I guess I know the Raider Nation. Bring you this as motivation. If you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. I'm the president of the Raider Nation. Bring you this as motivation. If you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. I'm the president of the Raider Nation. Bring you this as motivation. If you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it.
Oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, can we move this a little bit? This is not a good angle. Okay, this is much better. I gotta kind of sit more straight on the bed. I want more like this, yeah. There we go. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. So I do not feel good. I'm gonna tell you guys about it, but I wanted to get. What is up? Do I put too much blush? It's me, huh? I put too much blush on.
No, I think it's fine.
I have this bad blush. It's like a liquid blush. So it's a disaster. Yeah, I put too much blush on.
It always looks different on camera than it does in real life.
I'm really red. This is ridiculous.
Go in here, I can fix it. See what we can do here. Let's see. Soften it
I
up.
gotta put some. No, don't soften up. I just gotta put some. Let me put some face powder on you
Okay,
guys.
that's all.
No, but grab it for me. I've been doing it on camera here. I've been trying to put blush to kind of like give my cheek. It's right. Open that cabinet right there. The other one, and then that blue thing down the bottom. Down the bottom. On the left. On the left. Left. Yeah, right there. It goes the wrong direction. Okay, so but it's a liquid blush, so it's like this liquid blush, so it can be like disastrous. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this, just like this rub on. Put it up. We're gonna fix this blush nightmare we got going on here. I never do makeup, but I'm like, yeah, let me give life to my cheeks. It's ridiculous. You guys are like so red. It shows more on camera. And Richard's like, do you have a rash on your face? No. It looks like it. It looks like it. It does. No. It's a bad blush day. Every day is a bad blush. I got something to blush. I'm not even good. Well, I need normal blush. This blush is, it's hard to describe. You just put a tiny bit and it's like everywhere. It's like all over your hands. It's disaster. Okay, did that help at all? I think we toned it down a little bit. But I think this side's really bad. All right, whatever. Okay. Okay, I do not feel good because it is day 2, no sugar. Day 5, no alcohol. Day 2, no sugar. Yeah, we did it. We did it yesterday all day. Me and Rich. All day, no sugar. All I did was the beef burgers, and we made beef bone stew, which is just bone. You just buy the bones from when the stores sell bones. I don't know if you guys know this. So stores sell beef bones in like the frozen section. So you just put the bones in water in a crock pot, and we add a little bit, the Italian seasoning or something, and then we cook it for 8 hours, and it makes like the most like pungent, like strong. Hard to describe. It's a very acquired taste if you're not used to it, but it is so helpful when you're trying to get off sugar. If you're trying to get back on the keto diet. And what happens is I've been bloating. So it's called candida bloat. So what happens is when I eat all that unhealthy food, which I did for it's been several months on and off that I've been either drinking alcohol or eating unhealthy food. Like when I go to New York and when I come back, it takes a minute to get back on track. So it's part of my time here. So what was happening is you get this thing called candida overgrowth. Candida is a fungus inside your stomach that everybody has, but if you eat properly, and if you're not like crazy like me, like overdo things, then you should be fine. But they start to overgrow. You get they flourish in your stomach if you give them a bad environment in there. If you have a bad environment in your stomach, they just love that. So they start reproducing, and then you get tons of them. But in order to when you starve them out, they start, releasing all these toxins because they're dying off. And one of them is extreme bloating. So I have been bloated since yesterday afternoon. I have been bloated. Like, it hasn't gone down. It's been all night, all day today. Like, as if I'm like 9 months pregnant. That's why I'm just like wearing my frumpies because I can't even bother with trying to put in something cute. Because my stomach is so, which also, it makes you so uncomfortable. So I never was pregnant, but I imagine it's what it feels like when you're 9 months pregnant. Right now, it's not nearly as bad as it can be at sometimes. Like, sometimes it can be really bad where I'm like, oh, I'm so bad. I'm like, to push on my stomach. Like, he pushes on it, there's like so much air in there, and then maybe I'll like let out a fart or something. TMI, but seriously, it's just like, oh, there's so much air in there. And I also have the water retention. So I think when I was being unhealthy, so I don't go into the specifics because YouTube doesn't like that, but I was, being unhealthy, you guys know, and that causes some, with the food, it causes dehydration. And, I was only doing occasionally, but your body can't adapt to things like that. If you're just like, oh, once in a while I'm going to do this really bad thing, like with the alcohol and with the eating disorder, then it just tries to balance, and it just can't. But so since I was sporadically doing it, it's been probably trying to just hold on to the little bit of water that it gets, because even though I drink water all day, if I'm doing something harmful like that, then it's counterproductive. But my body's also been just retaining water, because now I'm not doing that, but it has to acclimate, So I'm just sitting here like I feel like a big old like water balloon and like a beached whale. And it's not necessarily that I don't necessarily look huge, and I probably look bigger than I normally do, but it's not. It's more just how you feel. But your stomach is like stuck out, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like it's not that it's gonna stay that way forever, but it's something where it's like it bloats and it's there. Like it you can't suck it in. It's just like like a basketball there, but then it goes away. So it's not like you didn't gain that weight or whatever. It's bloating. So you get it really bad if you do eating disorders and you try to quit. And so I'm going through that. So I'm kind of having to pay the piper. But I'm really, really excited about no more drinking. Like, that one is just done. But I am a little worried with my food decisions, what they're going to be in New York. I'm hoping I just stick with the George Foreman and stay on my keto. That's fingers crossed. Because if I could do that, it could be a really good trip. The eating bad food and the alcohol especially was causing a lot of havoc during my trips and just causing ups and downs. Now it can be just a lot more even keel. So I go to New York I go to Manhattan in 16. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on.
Carter would like to know, what color trash bags do you have?
Excuse me. Good question. Good question. What am I supposed to say? Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, I think everything is getting cleaned out. If you're like when you start getting healthy, you get sometimes sick as you're getting healthy. I don't know if you know that, because your body is healing. Oh, there's just a fly. We'll get back. And so it actually sometimes you feel worse before you feel better. I'm a little bit whited out. No, I'm saying the colors.
Oh, I can't do that.
No, see, there's my yellow. Yeah, there you go. It's a little better. Yeah. Where do you want me? Oh, in the middle? I guess in the middle.
Just face forward here.
Oh, like this?
There.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Go.
Okay. And Gloria went to the gym today. That was good. She walked too because we didn't know. No, actually, I didn't even know she was going.
No,
so.
she mentioned.
Oh, you had offered it.
Well,
to
no,
her.
I told her to give her a ride every day.
But I didn't even know she was going. She just took off. So, but we do tell her that we will give her a ride now.
Fan is saying that there is a microorganism that is causing your bloating, and hopefully he prays that someday it will release. It will. There's an organism inside you.
Yeah, no, it's that candida, right? Or maybe it's another one, but whatever it is, it's from years of being bad to my body with eating disorders that I'm now having to pay the piper. So when I first quit my eating disorder in 2015, I went through the most insane bloating for like 2 years. It was just like everything I ate. It was just like, but like I would be in excruciating pain because I was still eating sugar. And then that's how we discovered the beef. Was I was researching about what can I do to prevent this bloating? And I just read about that beef is the thing that like people have found that bloats them the least. That's kind of how it first started. And it is, like, I don't struggle, but when I first get back on my beef, even the beef bloats me. But it's nothing like it was when I first quit my eating disorder, I thought that doing smoothies would be a good option. This was in 2015, but that was like, the bloating was like insane. Like I'd be like my stomach would be like, and I'd be like, oh, I wouldn't be able to move. I couldn't get out of bed. I would be like, it would feel like it was like I couldn't breathe. Like it was like blocking my throat. Like it was like so much pressure from like this bloating. And so that's when I just kept reading and reading online. This was in 2015. I just sat in my bed like a big old balloon and would just read like, how can I stop this? And that's when they said, I kept reading this. Someone said, this one girl said she was experiencing the bloating from eating disorder and that she went to beef and that really helped. And that seemed to be just the cure for me. And that's why I'm really hung up on it, because it's the only thing I've ever tried, and we've tried a lot. We did all vegan, we've done, all smoothie, we've done all chicken, we've done fish, we've done, all different, fruits or different things, or, doing the amaranth, the rice, we've done organic everything, you did nuts, the nut butters, any sort of thing, and the only thing that I found that not bloat me much was the beef, and that's why I really like it. But yeah, so yesterday all I ate was the beef and the beef stew, but in the beginning even that bloats me, but the beef stew seems to kind of bloat me but then heal, if that makes sense. Like you eat it, it's the bone broth, and you eat it and it's like, you have to, it's an acquired taste. Like if you've never had it before, you'd be like, oh, this is disgusting. But like for me, I like it, but I only really like it when I really need it. Like I'm already kind of like tired of it now. I'm like, oh, I don't want any more. But like yesterday I was like, oh, this is wonderful. Because like when your body needs it, and like my body needed it, but like that also didn't help with the bloating. So you're like already bloated and then you're eating more, but you're like, I have to. So you're just like, oh God. And so I'm not craving anything, luckily. I am so full, like, because I'm so bloated that like I'm like not craving food. That's the only good.
What stops you from quitting sometimes, this is going to happen.
Yeah, this one stops me from quitting fully. And if I had to work, oh, good news. The money came through. The money that was on hold came through today. Oh, so happy. So, because if it didn't, I would have to work and then I would not be able to be healthy. I would have to just cave in and be unhealthy again in order to go to work, because I can't work like this. Like, I'm like, I look like I'm pregnant, like under my clothes, like, for real. It's not a normal. It's not like, oh, you put on a weight. It's like, no, just all in your stomach, like Santa Claus, And it's like you're like a beer belly, and you're uncomfortable. So nothing is like, I'm like, Richard, can you help me? Like I'm having him do more things. I was like, oh, I can't do that right now. He used one of these curtains. I'm like, not gonna happen when I feel like a beached whale right now. And it's not a fat thing. It's not like, oh, I feel fat. It's nothing like that. It's not. No, this is bloating. I don't know if you understand bloating. Bloating does not feel good. It's like, oh, because your whole body is like expanded, and it's like air in your body. It just, I believe a lot of pregnant women have experienced that. I think pregnant women get that a lot, and then also just probably that feeling of when right before you're gonna have the baby, like how like stretched your stomach can feel. That's how I felt when I was, not that I know exactly what you guys feel, but I'm saying, I'm sure it was similar when I felt when I was trying to eat the sugar in 2015 and try to quit, because my stomach, my skin felt like it was gonna like explode. It was like, oh God, it was like, oh, that's probably my pregnant woman feel, I don't know. But so lots of good things today, except for the fact that I don't feel great, but I feel good that I'm being healthy. And I'm not tempted to do sugar because before that I just don't feel good, and it's just the thought of it is like, no, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, and so I'm kind of glad that I'm going through this because normally day 1 and 2 are much harder when you quit sugar, but I haven't struggled at all. I've just been not feeling great, but I have not struggled in the sense of like, Richard's like, do you have to worry about it? I'm like, no, don't even worry. I'm done with it. I'm done. I really am done. I'm a little bit worried about if I end up eating any sugar in New York, but alcohol is not going to be an issue. And people are like, oh, right, we'll see. And you will see. But that's kind of how I am. I'm very cut and dry about things. And so we were, like I said, Rich was kind of like, he's always kind of had a rule for me not to drink because as you guys see, it's not good for me. You know, I mean, there was times I drank, but then the times I didn't, it was like, don't drink, and like he'd be mad if I did kind of thing, which is good for me because for an alcoholic, it's kind of good to have someone upset if you're going to drink. And so, now that's how it's going to be. Because I told him, and he was the one like, are you sure, do you need to? And I was like, no, I'm done. And it's primarily, to be honest, a looks thing. The sugar and the alcohol. So why I'm done with the sugar too for the last 2 days is I've really just had a wake-up call of like, I'm not looking good. Like, I'm like, man, I'm really letting myself go. And it's important for me to look good, not just for like self-esteem, but for finances. So it's like financially I have to look good, so I can't just like F off forever. And it was a long time now that I think about it, because really I've been on and off track since like November, and that's when the first time I drank. And you know, and it wasn't, you know, all the time, like it was just mainly in New York, but still it's been like, you know, every other month basically I was in New York for like 2 weeks. So it's like it's a good amount of time of unhealthiness, and then when I get back it takes a second to bounce back. So I was spending a lot of time being unhealthy, and the longer you do that, you're not gonna look good. So like I had been healthy for so long, so I felt like I got like a little extra leeway of like time to like where I still looked good enough, you know, but then like just recently I'm like, okay, that's it. Like it's because like now I'm getting where I don't feel comfortable, you know, in my clothes for work and stuff, like, you know, because I was like, okay, because what happens when you eat unhealthy, you might not get fat, you just don't put right weight in the right spots. So you might even be thinner, you might even be less on the scale, because actually muscle weighs more than fat. But you just, nothing looks as good, you know, and when you're fit, things just look really good. Like just anything you put on, you're like, oh, this looks nice, you know, and it just kind of, but when you're unhealthy, it just like, the more and more you're unhealthy, you're just like, and, you know, eating disorders, you're never going to be happy with your body because you're not being healthy. And so that's why people go, oh, this person with the eating disorder, they're so skinny, they got these skinny arms and legs, but they're still worried about it because there's probably a part of their body that they don't like it's usually their stomach, and that's the part they're hiding. And so they're just going nuts trying to make that one part of their body perfect while the rest of their body is like, you know, becoming like tiny little skeletons, legs going. So, and I've been there many times. So I want to be healthy and not unhealthy anymore. And I'm feeling really proud of me and Richard, because it's been a really long journey in the last like 5 years, you know, since the pandemic. We were really like on top at the start of the pandemic. Like we were probably in our best health and fitness. And, you know, we had just done that Raider Nation song, and then the pandemic hit. We got 1 million views on Twitter, and then the pandemic hit, and then no one wanted to look at any of our stuff. I couldn't even get like a view sometimes on Twitter for my stuff after the pandemic. And it didn't really matter to me, but it was, you know, we were getting excited thinking like different things were going to happen, and then the pandemic was just very different for us. And we got to do a lot of fun things during the pandemic, so in a way I'm glad it happened. I mean, even, not fully, I mean, it was not a good thing, but I'm saying like it did get us out of Vegas. We were kind of just going to stay here forever, and once the pandemic, we were like, we need to like get out a little more, you know, kind of realize, you know, life is short. So we went to Panama first again, and then I went to New York for the first time. So I don't know if I would have ever gone to New York if the pandemic hadn't happened. So, and that's why we got to live there, because Vegas nothing was going on. So I had to live in New York in order to survive with my job. But that experience was the best experience of my life. But it also was the hardest experience of my life. One of. Because it was just a lot that happened in a year, and it was a lot on my health, because I stopped being healthy like 6 months, and the first 6 months in New York were pretty good, but even in New York it was tough because I got too thin there, because you're just so active. Like you walk to do everything. You don't drive. You walk. And if you take the subway, going to the subway is a workout. I don't know if you guys know that. You know, I take the subway. You can go down and up and down and up. You know, very few of them have escalators or elevators. And I usually take the stairs even if there's an escalator, if I don't have my bags, because escalators take forever. But it's quite a workout to everything in New York, and to go get your food. So in order to eat, you literally have to go work out to get it. You know, it was like, for us, we would go get it from Whole Foods. We didn't get it just downstairs. Like, we weren't eating pizza. We would go get it from the Whole Foods, which was usually, you know, a little truck from wherever we lived. Now they're like everywhere. But when we first got there, wasn't as many Whole Foods. There's so many Whole Foods now in Manhattan. They keep popping up everywhere. But yeah, like, everything's a workout. So me and Rich got really thin living there, even when we were being healthy. So that was it was a little too much for us, like, because we like doing the keto diet or the carnivore diet, and living in New York is hard on that diet, because you kind of have to eat a lot of carbs in New York, because you're just doing so much activity. And the only thing that actually made me gain weight recently in New York was drinking alcohol. But any other time I've ever been in New York, I've lost weight, because I'm walking, I'm taking the stairs. You know, it's just such an active city, and you don't even mean to be. Like, it's not that you're like, oh, I'm gonna go try to. It's necessary. It's what you have to do. You have to, you know. Oh, in order to get my food, I have to go walk and carry it on my back and stuff. So everything is just more physically kind of like demanding in a good way. I like that, but for long term, it doesn't really work for me and Rich, because I really do like the keto diet. I don't like doing a lot of sugar. I found that sugar makes me really erratic, and actually it's really bad for my hair. So my hair's just been a wreck. I'm trying to get it healthy again, but when I eat a lot of sugar, I notice immediately that my hair goes like flat, and it's like coarser, and it's like, it's a mess. So I've been scrunching my hair lately, but even that's been a nightmare. So it's a lot better in New York, even if I'm eating sugar in New York, because the humidity in my hair gets a little more volume and not so flat as a pancake. But it has a lot to do with, your nutrition. And me and Rich used to have some really nice hair when we were healthy. I was looking back at some of our old stuff. We do those memories sometimes for inspiration for ourselves too. You know, just be like, we know we're never going to be as young as we were at any memory video, because we're older now. But still, like I said, age is just a number. Like, the way you feel and look has a little bit to do with age. Yes, I'm not going to ever look 20, but I can look older or younger at this moment right now according to my health. So I can look not like young, you know, I mean, I get that ship sailed. But I could look much older if I keep being unhealthy, where I can stay looking a little bit younger if I'm healthy. Does that make sense? Because I'm 40, I don't want to look 50 yet, you know. And I was starting to the more I was drinking. And I feel so good about the no drinking thing. Like, it's just ease of the brain. Like, I know some people think that, like, I'm gonna slip up, but you don't know about me is, like, the reason why it wasn't a slip up before. I was choosing to do that, and it was something that Richard had said, you know, if you want to do that in New York, and I was kind of like, you know, ooh, my little thing, when I go to New York, I'm gonna drink, and it was my thing I was doing. So, but now I don't want to do that anymore, and even if I crave it in New York, it's just a no-go, because the biggest thing is the looks, and it's taking a long time to bounce back, because, you know, I was starting to bounce back because I was day 14, and then I drank for just one day, and it really set me back. With, like, I'm like, oh, I poo-poo again, So it takes a second, and what happens with me is I get a very bloated face. I don't know if anyone noticed that with the sugar and the alcohol, but my face is oh my gosh, I was looking at my blog yesterday. I was like, oh, oompa loompa. I was like, what is going on here? I was like waddling because I'm just like so uncomfortable right now. It's not that I don't think I'm fat anyway. I'm just like uncomfortable because I'm like awkward. Like just my body doesn't feel right, because I'm usually like coordinated, and I just like put on this weird like bloatiness because I was bloating even before this bloating now because I was bloating from the sugar and the alcohol, and also from the water retention. But it's only 5 days off of alcohol, so I was starting to not really have any kind of bloating going on. My face was kind of recovering, and then I drank. And then it's only been 2 days with no sugar. So the sugar also, I become very, just bloated when I ate those things. So it's not necessarily weight gain. It's more like water retention and bloating. I don't know. It's hard to describe. So when I do the beef, I don't experience that as much, except for when I first get it back into the beef. So everything's gonna bloat me right now, but the beef does the least amount, if that makes sense. So I've been experiencing that. Good news, we got Gloria and Annette valid IDs yesterday. Neither of them got driver's license, which is not shocking, but they're both very upset about that. So we're gonna try to make that happen. We might try to teach Annette a little bit driving again. She used to drive because she really wants to get her license. I don't think we'll let her go on her own, but maybe she could just drive a little bit with in the car. I think that would make her really happy. So we'll see if that happens. And then Gloria forgot her paperwork. So I was supposed to remember everybody's paperwork. I had to bring all this stuff. I didn't know exactly what everyone needed. So I was bringing birth certificates. I didn't know if they were going to get real IDs. So I was bringing birth certificates, which I had to find Gloria and Annette's birth certificates, which is a nightmare because stuff could be anywhere with Gloria's filing system. So I found those, and then Social Security cards, and for Gloria, we need her marriage certificate. We got to find, and well, they didn't seem to need that, but if she wants a real ID, I think they'll need it. And then what was it? Oh, you need 3 pieces of mail. Well, for Gloria, no problem. But for Annette, that's a nightmare. It has to be within the last 3 months. She doesn't get mail. Nothing comes in her name. So we were just like, oh no. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do this. I'm looking through everything. All we had is a couple really old things that have her name on it. But she doesn't get mail. She's nothing. Everything comes in Gloria's name. And so we barely got an ID. And so she didn't realize how hard it was that we barely even got her just a regular ID, a valid ID, because her and Gloria let their IDs expire. Gloria had a driver's license, but then so Gloria, I'm trying to gather all the paperwork, and no one, ever helps. And then so I thought Gloria had a paper that she had to go see a doctor, an eye doctor, for her eye exam for the driving. Well, last time she brought it, but I forget she's forgetful, and we were trying to get everything. She forgot the paper. So when we got there, and then she also forgot her glasses. So we get to the DMV, and we realize Gloria doesn't have her glasses or her eye exam paper. So, and and we're already at the counter. So oh no. So what Gloria had to do is give up her license and get an ID, so that, because our ID was, I'm like, these appointments, it took a month to even get the appointment, Oh dear. So, and we should have made sure she had it, but she's always been so good with just bringing things. It's hard to realize she's getting so forgetful that we got to remind her of everything. So it was our fault, but a lot of things were going on. And so they both have now valid IDs, but if we go back within a year, Gloria can get her driver's license back, no problem. Which she really wants to do. She's not driving, but it was really hard for her. She doesn't want to give up her driver's license. It was yesterday was really hard. She was we're like, Gloria, well, we'll get it back, but we need to get you an ID. And she just, you have to sign this thing saying, you don't want your driver's license, basically, but the lady said if you come back within a year, they'll reinstate it. But she also, they even were going to forgo maybe the paperwork, but then she couldn't. They said, okay, well then look at this thing here. She couldn't see anything in the eye thing. She didn't bring her glasses at all. So she looks and she's like, oh, can you make the first line clearer? It's an eye exam. Gloria. So they both have valid IDs but not driver's license, and they're very happy and upset at the same point. Like, they're happy to have valid IDs because I can now even go buy her cigarettes if she wants to, because she walks right past the place. So we might send her in there. I think that would give her feel a sense of feeling real pride. I mean, not that we want her buying cigarettes, but the fact that she can now. She couldn't for years. She didn't have a valid ID for a long time. I think since like 2009 or something. No, 2000. I forget what year. That was when that was a different thing. That was when she had a driver's license. She had an ID and she had a passport till I think 2018 or something like that. But she hasn't had a driver's license, I think, since she was still driving right. It must have been. Richard was saying something about 2009. It must have been something else. So it must have been. Because she actually drove Richard when I first met them. She drove Richard somewhere. She still had a driver's license, but that was in Oregon. So yeah, it must have been like 2014 or something like that. I think it was here. Anyway, somewhere around there. But it's really important to her. So we're going to see if we can maybe kind of show her again how to drive. And I mean, I don't think I'd feel comfortable if she ever drove on her own, per se. Like, if she took off, I don't know. But you never know, maybe, if she got better. But she's been shopping every day with Richard when he goes. I've been doing the shopping, which has been really nice. And especially today, I was so bloated this morning. Oh, I woke up bloated. We've been sleeping a lot. Richard is day 2 as well of no sugar, so we're doing it together. But he doesn't experience the bloating. He just gets tired and gets more cravings. I'm not having the cravings. He's having more of the cravings. He's gonna do chicken too. He's actually already been eating chicken. He's gonna eat some, and Gloria's gonna make some chicken tonight. Gloria went to the gym today, which is fabulous. The first time going to the gym in a long time, which that means she's feeling better. So really happy about that. We're still waiting on her bed frame. It comes this week. And I keep telling Richard we gotta find someone to hang these blinds, but I don't really know who's gonna do it, and I don't know how much they charge, I'd be willing to pay like $100, but I don't want to be paying like a couple $100 to hang, and we'll do it ourselves because we don't really have that kind of money. I'm very happy that we're being healthy. Like it feels good. It feels really good, but even though I don't feel good, if that makes sense, it's kind of like a little bit of a double thing going on there, because you got I'm bloated, and so I'm feeling sick and I'm in bed a lot, but I still am feeling better than I was when I was being unhealthy, if that makes sense. So it's better than it was, because even though maybe I was able to run around and be more protected, but I wasn't really feeling better, if that makes sense. You're kind of just running on empty, and so it's all you're but you know that you need some nutrition. Like when I was in New York, I was the last couple of days primarily just drinking alcohol and not even eating. Because in the beginning I was making my burgers, but then at some point when I forgot the George Foreman at one of the hotels when I was drunk, and then after that it was just downhill. It was primarily just alcohol, hard ciders, no food for the next however many days it was. I was at the next hotel, I think it was 5 days or something. So this time I really want to take my health seriously, and I'm getting excited. I'm gonna have to start kind of making sure get my bag going. I know, because it's 16 days and tomorrow will be 15 days. Oh, a lot of good things happened. We got the money came back, so we were able to we had to send an HOA check today. The one that we had to back pay them for that one. And if that money didn't come in today, I was going to be really nervous about that, because also I'm not able to work right now for a couple of days. Hopefully tomorrow I can, but definitely not tonight, and I couldn't last night. because this bloating is really, it's a lot. But it gets better each day. So if anybody is struggling with something similar, or they had an eating disorder and you're trying to get healthy, it will get better. Don't be like, oh my God, this is terrible, I can never. It does get better, but yeah, it can be really tough in the beginning. But I've been through it before, so I kind of knew exactly what to do. Like I made some soup, that bone broth soup, and I'm done with that now, but oof. Have you guys ever had bone broth soup? So what happens, if you don't understand, is, okay, when you soak the bones in the water, all of the rest of whatever is on the bones, like there's some meat and there's usually like ligaments and things, I don't even know, like there's all this stuff that when you eat that, it's so nourishing. But it's a very intense flavor and texture, and like it's hard to describe. If you've never had it, you'd probably hate it. But if you've had it before, and once you realize how good it is for you, like the level of like nutrition, then when you do eat it, you're like, oh, this is so nourishing, like to the soul. But it's still a very intense flavor, and we can only have it for about 2 days, and then it's just like you're done with the crock pot because it becomes so strong. It's like it's intense flavor because all of the nutrients, and then all the bone marrow gets in the soup, and Richard pulls out the bones and he chews on the bones. I don't do that. I just eat the stuff that falls off the bones. But yeah, it takes 8 hours, to soak the bones for the stew, and it's wonderful when you eat it. But I'm like fully like done with it now. I'm like, all right, I'm done with the bone broth stew. But it was so helpful last night. Even though I was bloated at night, I did it after I was already bloated. Like I was already bloated when I went to bed because it wasn't ready till wasn't ready till 2 a.m. From when we had made it, 1:30 or 2 a.m. And I got up in the middle of the night and I was like, oh yeah, that bone broth stew. I was so bloated, but I was like, oh, I'm still gonna have some anyways because it does help. But then I woke up because the more I eat right now, the more I do bloat. But when I'm putting healthy things that I'm supposed to be putting in my body, then I do it anyways. Like, okay, just it's gonna eventually send the bad stuff out. Because what's happening is there's like a blockage too, probably for when I was eating the bad stuff. It constipates you more, or whatever, it gets stuck in your stomach. So it's like the good food has to like push out the bad food, and that's why I feel like it's like a thing where like the bad food doesn't want to like leave, so it's like a war in there, and you're just like but I do feel that it's like your body's fighting to get healthy when you start eating healthy food. Like I can feel that that's what's going on, and so even though it's like you're tired and stuff, like you're like that it's gonna get better. And that's where both me and Richard are right now. Like we've been sleeping a lot, but like we know that it's like good. It's not like, oh, we're sleeping like the lazy thing. It's like no, we're healing and our body's recharging and we're getting our strength back and stuff. So no sort of exercise for me today with this bloatingness. I can't do any sort of push-ups or nunchucks, but I'm hoping tomorrow I can. I'm hoping tonight I deep bloat a little bit because I'm not going to do any more of that stew tonight, so I'm hoping by the morning. But I woke up this morning, I still was like normally you'll be kind of deep bloated by the morning, but it might be that I ate this stew in the middle of the night that caused extra bloating, but I don't know. Sometimes when it's the beginning, you do bloat for a while. When I was not doing the beef, when I was trying to eat other things, sometimes I'd bloat for like a couple days. Like it would just be like, it just wouldn't go down. You'd be like, and it's so uncomfortable because everything is like, it's not as if I don't know, maybe it's the same feeling as if you had put on that much weight, but I think it's a different feeling because this is more like, putting on weight is one feeling. This is like air inside you, like where you feel like you're a balloon. So it's a different feeling, I would think. So, but then when it comes down, you feel normal again. You know what I mean? So you're like, oh, like you deflated, So I'm looking forward to deflating, whatever that's gonna be. But no Mets game, I don't think today, because I think they're playing the All-Star game. I don't know who's all in there. I think Lindor's going to be in there from the Mets. I don't know who else. I wanted to watch that. I think it's at 5 today. So I'm going to eat my third and final pound at around 5-ish, and then that'll be it. And then I hope I can do bloat a bit tonight, because I am just like, this is uncomfortable. But I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys, and I wanted, to check in and let you guys know what's going on with, why... we didn't want to like skip the day, because both me and Rich were like didn't really feel that good. We didn't really want to come on live in the sense like we love coming on live in the sense of like we didn't feel good, but we're like, you know what, we should come in and check in with everybody and tell everyone what's going on, because we're not being unhealthy, we're actually being healthy. We just don't feel great because we're being healthy. But I know it seems like an oxymoron, but no, that happens when you're getting healthy again. But oh my gosh, you guys, I was actually looking on Instagram, which I rarely ever to go on there. But Instagram is my like troll thing where like because a lot of celebrities are only on Instagram, so I'll go over there and like troll some celebrities once in a while. But I was looking, I don't know what's going on with like this Ozempic thing or whatever. But I don't know if some of these stars are not doing the Ozempic anymore, but I've noticed a handful of the stars that were doing Ozempic, the ones that have actually like come out saying they were, are now putting weight back on. And so I'm wondering what's going on with Ozempic, if that means they're not doing it, or if there's something where it's not working for people. So I don't know, because this was such a new thing, and these people were all jumping on it, and then a lot of them got like too thin, and they were saying they can't stop losing weight. But then now I'm seeing some of the ones that was the case have put a lot of the weight back on, the weight that they had taken off. So I don't know if this is one of those diet things that like they're going to put all the weight back on. So that'll be interesting to see what's going to happen with, because you see so many, we watch a lot of TV and movies. Richard loves TV. I'll watch it and I'll get into it, but I never turn the TV on if it was my choice. But I end up watching a lot of TV. Oh, Richard, we are watching Big Brother. I forgot. We're watching Big Brother. When is that? What's it, Tuesday? There's a new Big Brother season. We're going to do the live feeds. We forgot about that. But anyways, a lot of the stars, you can see you're like, that person must be on them, because all of a sudden, stars that were always very large, all of a sudden really thin, and I guess I could have said something else. But the thing with Ozempic is like, they don't look that healthy. So it's kind of obvious. It's like, they look all right. It's like, they look like, you're like, oh, they look, that's good. They got thinner, if it's someone that was maybe very large. But then it's like, it's a little bit off, because I don't think it's a very healthy thing at all. And I'd be interested to see what's going to be, in the next year, what happens for the people that have been taking it for a year or two. But I don't know if those stars had stopped taking it, if they're putting back on their weight, because I heard that was a thing if you stop taking it, or even if you're taking it, if it eventually stops working. Interesting to see. So Richard for a second was just like kept going like, oh, wouldn't that be nice to say? I'm like, Richard, we are not going to do anything like that. Like, it's not working out for people. Like, why would you want to do something unhealthy like that? Like, we know how to be healthy. We do the keto diet. This is when we were still eating bad. Now he's back on board with the keto diet. But like, when you're wanting to eat bad food, you want like any other option than just like eat healthy food. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I could still eat my junk food and then do that, or maybe not even want to eat the junk food as much because it makes me not want to eat as much, but then, but still sometimes like just eat healthy. You want to deal with medicine or injections or, all these weird ups and downs and all this stuff. So, we're really feeling back on track with our health and really wanting it. The big thing of getting back on a healthy plan is wanting it. And most people kind of like don't fully want it when they're first doing it. It'll be like, oh, I want to be healthy, wink, wink kind of thing. Subconsciously you don't, so you kind of like sabotage yourself. But when you're ready, like you're ready, and then it's no issue. And that's like, with me, like it's just not been a concern the last 2 days, which is crazy because I was really struggling until I just made that, decision. And now, the bloating helps a little bit in the sense of like, I'm not hungry. But there were times when I bloated that I still was like craving a lot. So I feel really fortunate that This time around, it's going much smoother than it has other times of like when I tried to get healthy. So, I mean, it didn't necessarily this last couple of weeks, but I'm saying like the last 2 days have been just like, wow, like I mean, I've been going out there, I've been cleaning and stuff, so it's not that I haven't been out there. I haven't just been like avoiding the food. I've been out there because it's like, oh, it might be hard for you to go out there. And I was like, no, I'm gonna go out there. It's fine. I'm not gonna eat that food. I've made the commitment that I want to have my fit body back. I wanna take my health seriously. So it doesn't matter like cakes are out there, whatever, which I don't even think are right now. But I'm just saying like, cake's not my thing. But it was just an example. But Gloria was eating ice cream today, and after she went to the gym, and I was like, it made me like kind of laugh in a way of like, why would someone do that? Not like judging her, but I'd be like, because I was literally just doing the same thing, like, you know, like, and I'd be like, why would we do that to ourselves, you know, like eat ice cream, like when we're older, you know, for kids, one thing, but like, you know, like she's 82, but I was just eating ice cream at 40, and I like, and it's kind of like, it felt more like a silly thing than something I wanted to do today, you know, where a couple of days ago I'd have been like, oh, give me some ice cream, you know what I mean? And now today it was more like, ice cream, how silly, like, it's so sugary, it's so bad for you, you know what I mean? And so I'm just feeling very, not like, I'm not gonna get cocky and think I'm better than anyone, it's not like that kind of thing, like she can have her ice cream, it's not like that, it's more just like at 40 years old, I could make better health decisions, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of one of those things. She's 82, let her do what she wants to eat her ice cream, have her cake, needed to. But we're trying to help her with the diabetes thing, but we also, you know, Gloria likes to have her sugar, so we aren't providing a ton of sugar out there, but we're allowing some things, you know, we got her like fruit and, you know, ice cream and, you know, a handful of things, and they really love orange juice, which is just like the sugariest like beverage. But they love it, and they down it too, so it's bad when we get it. Richard got like this cold press one for them, and it's like, it looks really good. It was in this time that we've been healthy, so we didn't have any of it, but if I was still unhealthy, I probably would have tried it. It's so much sugar. That's what I'm saying. Like, the things that like I would have been consuming the same things that just seem so silly now, and seemed so silly like a year or two ago, you know. But when you kind of get off course, like donuts seem like a good idea. Apple cider, hard cider seem like a good idea.
Says that we should be giving Gloria sugar-free.
She hates sugar-free.
I try to give her
She won't do sugar-free anything. It just goes to waste. It doesn't matter what we get sugar-free, whether it be the creamers, whether it be, you know, muffins, whether it be that cake we got the sugar-free cake. They hated that cake. It was bad. We actually ended up taking a bite of it, I think, at some point. Richard must have. And he's like, oh, it is bad. Sugar-free is bad. Sugar-free is bad. It's the weirdest thing. It doesn't have to be so bad, because a lot of things, but for some reason, sugar-free things are bad. I don't know. It's bad. But she's not doing that much sugar. Like, she's having a lot more protein. Like, Richard is cooking the protein, so he's making sure the ladies have some steak every day, especially Annette. Gloria only likes a little steak, but she's getting some steak every day and a lot more protein. But yeah, she slips in, you know, some cookies here and there, and like ice cream here and there, but not like to the level she was. They were eating like straight just like chocolate bars all the time, and we were still providing that for a while for them because we thought, you know, let's get them what they like. But it's just ridiculous with her diabetes, so she's not doing anything like that. Yeah, so it's pretty limited, and that just has like a trail mix that she barely eats. That has a little bit of chocolate, but she's like barely eating it. Richard was actually eating all of our trail mix.
I stopped though.
Yeah. But it's trash day, it's bulk day, which I'm so happy about because we had all this stuff from like Gloria's TV and from her bed. And so Annette helped me enrich. We were coming in from the store, and she, from the weed store. Actually, we got weed today. Oh yeah, I could tell you guys about that. We finally had to get weed. And we haven't gone in like days. We don't go very often anymore, which is great now that we do concentrate. But Annette came out like as soon as we got home, and then she just wanted to start helping with that. I was like, oh, you don't have to. She's like, she really likes, I don't know, just being a part of it. So we all put all the boxes and stuff out on the street, so I hope they pick it all up. Fingers crossed. I'm always worried they're gonna like be like, oh no, we won't pick this up or something, you know. But I think they pick up anything you put out there. Seems like it. Fingers crossed. But they don't seem to ever bitch about anything because it's a lot of big stuff right now. We got like a mattress out there, and we got like and we put it in plastic. I hope that we did it good enough for them to pick it up. But we don't really have a good tape, so we kind of just try to tie it. We'll see. But that was good news because our garage is getting full. And I was waiting for book day, and I didn't know it was this week. And so I was like so excited this morning. I forgot it was even trash day actually because I wasn't feeling good last night because I was bloated. So this morning Rich was like, oh, it's trash day. I was like, oh, good. So I went and put the trash cans out, and then we were gonna go to get weed. And then I was like, oh, it's book day. Oh my goodness, turn around. So we turned around and put it all out, and then that's it. And then we went and got the weed. That's what happened. But we got Tangelo flour again. I love that. The smell is just one of the best smells of like any flour. And we hadn't gone in several days. We still had that. We were doing the SFVOG, San Fernando Valley OG, and the Zope, I think it was going. But we had ran out of the SFVOG, so it was just the Zope. I didn't like that one as much. So today we got the Tangelo flour, so I'm liking that. But I went with Richard, but I was like, I'm just going to sit in the car because I feel like a beached whale. Which normally when we get weed, I just sit in the car anyways. But I'm like, I'm definitely not going in anywhere. I just feel like all this air is, you know, like I'm just bloated. But I'm hoping tomorrow will be better than today. And and it has to be because each day that I'm healthier, it will get better. But I really need to get back to work, and I can't work when I'm this bloated. Like I'm not de-bloating. It's like all day I'm like a puffed out balloon. Yeah, I was happy it was a book day today. I didn't go look for anything. Yeah, I don't have the energy for that, but we got rid of our own stuff, so that was good. I forgot about even looking for book day. I mean, I probably still could. It's probably still out there, but I don't feel like it today. We're doing pretty good. We got to get everything fixed in the living room before we bring any more stuff in here. We're going to get Gloria's area all set up. But I just haven't felt that good, and I'm usually the one that kind of does all those little projects like that. So I've still been cleaning. I've been cleaning the kitchen, and doing the laundry and the vacuuming and all that kind of stuff. But extra projects are really hard for me when I don't feel good. Like any sort of like, oh, we're gonna take on this thing of like hanging or removing the blinds and stuff. I was like, oh, it's not the day for that. But yeah, I really did start to lose my tone quite a bit in this last little hurrah, I guess you would call it. And that's why I'm finally done. Because I really do enjoy being toned. It's important to me. I like that. I like being fit. I'm very much into fitness. And, I did my push-ups yesterday, but I definitely didn't have that as much energy I normally do with my push-ups. And my nunchucks were just ridiculous. But I kind of take pride in being fit and being healthy. And so, I don't know, I just don't like being unhealthy anymore. And there was a time that I did. I mean, I don't know if you love being unhealthy, but you're okay with it. When I was younger, I mean, I kind of was one of those, I don't care, whatever. If it was bad for you, oh well, kind of thing. I was very reckless with my body when I was younger. And then, at some age, in my late 30s, I decided to take my health seriously. And now that I'm 40, I just can't really play around with it. And I did for the last couple months, and I've seen a lot of, negative consequences. Not only, am I scarred for life by getting drunk and rolling out of my own car, but I have done a lot of wear and tear on my looks, on my skin, on my hair, on my body. And I hope I can bounce back, but I am older now, so, I'm not going to bounce back to what I was. I'll bounce to something different. But I do think that it doesn't mean it's like over. You just, you start again. And if you're older, you can always look better than you do if you're being unhealthy. You know what I mean? Being healthy will always make you look better. So you might not look how you looked when you were younger. You know, it's done. You might not want to look how you... I don't really want to look how I look. I mean, I look at some of those... There's certain, you know, years like, oh, that would look pretty good. But then I think of all the other things going on that year, and I'm like, I'm good. I'll stay here. You know what I mean? So I'm comfortable with who I am and how I look. But I can see the more I was unhealthy, the more I was not liking the way I looked. And it will bounce back now to where I will like the way I look again, because there's been many years that I have liked the way I looked, and I haven't always felt that way, you know what I mean? For most of my life, I didn't like the way I looked, but the last several years I did. You know, not times when I got too thin, but there was times when I did like the way I looked. But right now, I'm almost there, you know, I'm just a little bit off, but it was starting to get worse and worse if I continued to make such unhealthy decisions, especially the alcohol. But even in New York this time, I'm really wanting to stay on keto. Like, it would be really important for me, for my sanity, for my health, just for my well-being, for my overall happiness. So I'm really trying to get used to it. And I know that if I do mess up at all, it's not going to be something like ice cream. It is going to be, I'm going to really try to be serious about my health there. I'm not going to be like, oh, let me go have a milkshake because I decided to eat something bad. I'm not. I haven't done something like that in a while in New York, but like I said, I was choosing, like, you know, the sugary alcohol, which I'm not going to do now. So I'm hoping if even I eat something that is not what I normally would like to eat, it's not going to be like super toxic, is what I'm trying to, you know. Because when you're in your 40s and you're eating milkshakes, it's not smart. Like, that's a lot of sugar, like a lot. And I did that in 2023 when I was in New York. I had milkshakes.
Think about the marketing that you were seeing, those Sonic ads. You'd see, remember those two guys that would always, those two middle-aged guys that were like kind of like dads and be getting milkshakes and making jokes about the milkshakes?
Oh yeah,
Remember
the Sonic ads.
So that was like 10 years ago, but that settled into your brain.
No, and what happened is New York does have the best milkshakes. So when I first experienced that I remember for 2 chips, I was like, oh goodness. But then after like 2 chips of having a little bit of milkshakes, I was like, I'm good. But it was like, wow, those are, if you're gonna have a milkshake, you have it in Manhattan. But they're not cheap because you buy them at the stand and then they charge anywhere from $10 to $15 for the one milkshake, you know. But those decisions like that, I'm not. It's reckless for my. And I know I'm not that old. I'm only 40. But the thing is, I do a job that I need to look good, and I need to not look old. You know, I mean, I can look my age, but I can't be looking like older than I am. That's not good. So things like super sugary things or like cereal, no. So I'm and also the dairy is really bad. So I'm just like, ugh. Because we cut out dairy many years ago, and then you know, when I decide to eat bad food, I have dairy usually through the cereal and the milkshakes. So I'm not someone that just goes and drinks milk usually, but I do the cereal and the milkshakes, and that's like a ton of milk, you know. And I don't like to consume milk, so for many reasons with the milk, you know. I mean, cow's milk is not good for humans to consume. It's good for a cow to consume, not for humans. It's not good for our digestive system. And I have such a bad digestive system that when I do milk, it's like, and I also get really bad gas, TMI. But I'm not someone that farts when I'm healthy. I don't. But when I'm unhealthy, oh yeah. And you're bad. Richard's like, oh, what did you eat today? If I have like a milkshake, it's not good. So you can clearly tell just right away it's not good for my health. It's just like, what happened there? Because my stomach doesn't like it. My dad has IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Oh yeah, so Annette is doing so good, and tomorrow we go to the doctor for Annette for her monthly think she loves it. She just likes going in herself now. That she gets a kick out of just feeling independent. So we just send her in there. We're like, let us know if you ever want slabs or something, you know. But, you know, she knows the routine. Because I went in there for so long with her that she got fully aware of the routine. Oh, and Annette has been doing a lot of dishes. She insists on doing her own dishes. So, like, when she eats something, she goes and cleans that. It's like, I'm always like, oh, I'm going to get Annette. And she does. And so it's really cute. And then she'll sometimes clean the other stuff if there's anything else in the sink. I'm like, oh, don't worry about that. You know, because I'm like, we're doing something there. And she enjoys it. So, she's just really doing well, and she's really happy about the ID. She wants a driver's license, but she is happy to have ID. So they both have the temporary ones, and then they're waiting in the mail for the cards. And I explained that to them, you know.
I think one of the things we'll do probably towards the end of this year after you come back from New York, or at least, is get them like, we did like all the kind of basic stuff, but now it's like I'd like to get Annette to like the medical doc. Like,
yeah, we need to do the
eyes,
more serious stuff. Yeah. Well, and like Gloria, we got to get her some eyeglasses. She doesn't even have the right prescription. So
no, I have a prescription for her. We got her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying on the one she has are not the right prescription.
But she doesn't even want to get it. She was like, oh,
we have to get her glasses.
No, they're trying to talk her into getting eye surgery.
Oh yeah, she's not gonna get eye surgery.
She's not getting eye surgery.
She's not getting eye surgery, but she don't even want to wear her glasses or doesn't want to wear the right ones. So we got to get her the. Richard needs to order her. But the problem is, you know, it's so like I'm going to New York because we don't have a lot of money, and even with this funds coming in, the funds are covering all the bills that we had put us on hold for a second while we were waiting for the funds. So it was like and so now we had to pay like everything. Like Richard today paid so many things. But we'll make it. And hopefully I can work a couple more times before I go to New York, and then if I can do that, then we'll be great. But it's so hit and miss in Las Vegas this time of year. That's why I'm going to New York, and that's why I'm going twice this summer, because Vegas is not good during the summer. So if they didn't release our funds today, we were going to be in quite a predicament, especially me not feeling good. So it all kind of just worked out, which it does with us, you know, eventually. You know, something's get a little hairy, but then it, you know, when it really needs to work out, it feels like it does. But we got some car problems we need to work on, a couple things. We definitely need to get oil change and stuff, handful of things. We had some lights on telling us some things with our car. But you know, just normal maintenance stuff, but we've been putting everything on hold. So it's like we're like way overdue on our normal maintenance on the car.
Jean was asking, how's Annette doing?
Annette is doing really good. Like she
doesn't come on stream anymore because of all the drama.
She doesn't. I don't know. You guys like
when she heard us all
hurt her
yelling
feelings and stuff too.
People
People always were saying weird stuff. It would hurt her feelings too. So whatever. But she's doing really good. She loves her smoke garden. She doesn't smoke in her room anymore at all. She only smokes in the front yard, and we no longer feed the birds, so it's not a bird garden anymore. And we can't even water the tree anymore because the water's too expensive and the tree's dying anyways. So we got a really big water bill, which we suspected, but we were trying to save it. It's not going to happen. We tried for 1 month, and it's not going to happen, and it's too expensive. But which we knew was going to be expensive. But so everything's a little bit dry out there, unfortunately. Like it's just still dying, but she does enjoy sitting out there. She loves her chairs that they got on bulk day, you know, from one of the neighbors. Which I didn't go today for bulk day to check because I didn't feel good. I was too bloated to be lifting furniture. But we did put out all of our stuff. So I've been needing to do that, which is driving me nuts because the TV stuff we had since before I went to New York because they forgot to put it out when I was in New York was when one of the bulk days happened, and then I think I got back and then I think I wasn't feeling good for when another bulk day happened. So we still had all this stuff from Gloria's TV, like the boxes and this foam and stuff, and then we had her old frame and her mattress, and so it was getting like really crowded in the garage with stuff that needed to go out for bulk day. So I was like, it's bulk day, let's go. So grab everything, guys. So there's a bunch of stuff out there. I hope they take everything. I'm always like so happy when they take everything. I'm always like nervous they're gonna like leave something. But we had a bunch of junk. So a bulk day is wonderful because it seems so far, knock on wood, we haven't any issue where they just take anything you put out there. You know, no matter how, like we put huge stuff out there.
You put a firm on Apple Pay now.
Oh gosh, Firm, they made me so mad. At least we got the money back. At least Richard didn't have to call again, and we got it back. So, but that was lame because it was held all weekend for that pending thing, which that happens. But the thing was, shouldn't have. It was an error.
Annette is so resilient, guys.
Yeah, Annette is doing really good. Like we said, we're probably gonna let her go buy her cigarettes soon, because she got an ID. So I think that would really make her happy. But yeah, she doesn't smoke in her room anymore. She hasn't been smoking nearly as much because she goes outside, so it's a little bit more of a thing. She used to just like light them up like crazy in her room, and it was so smoky in here, so it's made the whole house better. We're still waiting on Gloria's stuff. Because of that whole holdup, then Richard had missed the window for the bed to come like even quicker, so it got, delayed a little more. It was like, this whole thing was just a nightmare. So Gloria's still waiting for her frame, but it does arrive this week. I just don't know what day. They haven't given us an exact day yet. So we wanted that to just be like a seamless, like where she right away was, right away on the new frame. But they are going to set it up. We're not going to have her wait anymore once it arrives. We paid for them to assemble it because it's one that lifts and it has, cords and stuff to like, because it's electrical to lift. I was like, I'm not going to deal with all that. I'm not that good with like when it gets too complex. I can do very simple things, and Richard doesn't like handy stuff that much either. So I'm like, we gotta find a handyman. Oh, the handyman that was supposed to come for the tree never showed up. Yesterday he was supposed to come yesterday. I mean, unless he came when we were at the DMV, but he didn't leave any sort of note or anything, and he didn't let us know. So I think he just didn't show up. But we gotta find a handyman because I think it just depending on how much they charge. If it's a couple $100, we can't really afford that, so we'll have to do it ourselves. But if it's like $100, then I'm like, that's worth it because it's gonna take a while for us to do. Like they say it's simple online, yeah, when you're good at that kind of thing. For us, it's gonna take forever to like get each one set up and lined up, and then nightmare. But they need to get those blackout curtains so it's not so hot in here because it's summer and it's really hot if you don't have the windows blocked certain times of the day, especially in the morning. It can get really intense. So we want to get it all blacked out for Gloria and Annette. But I feel like Annette's not going to like the blackout blinds. But at least if we get them hooked right, then she can pull them open. So yeah, but she can pull them open at least. But see, right now we have it where you can't pull it over. We have ours where I just tacked it up with nails.
Yeah, no, I'll put it on.
So like, we want it on the rod so they can open and close them. And that's the rod part is what's difficult to install, It requires like a drill, which we have one, but I'm just not good at that kind of thing. But Gloria loves her TV, just loves it. Richard had to charge the remote yesterday. I thought she was gonna lose her mind. He put it on her phone, but she still was like, oh, where's my remote? Because it's a charge one, it's not a battery one. The other one's are battery one, so it has to be plugged in.
You know what, this is, someone said it's not fair to Gloria, but you know what, life has not really been fair to Gloria, or me, or Dad, or Annette, or Joy.
Yeah.
I mean, life is not fair a lot of times.
Life is often not fair. But no, this is actually, Gloria is in the best situation she's been in years because you guys don't even understand what this house was like when we got here. So this is actually, now everybody's very happy and very like, it's a home, we're all getting along, and it's like a home now where it was chaos before. It was just mass chaos. There's 4 people that were very chaotic in an insanely chaotic house. Now we've all calmed down, we've all gotten used to each other, and we're all, living together like a family.
Got here,
yeah, it was so out of control.
And that's why we documented the discipline at first, which was like, oh my gosh, but then, hey, Cheryl says I look white hot in my Brazil outfit, and I'm the glue.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have to take over soon. I'm getting sleepy.
The glue that holds the place together, and I'm very positive and cheery.
Richard is very positive. I've been very negative a lot. I have positive moments, but then like I'm very much of like I a lot of times don't want to do new things unless I'm feeling good. Like when I'm healthy, I'm a lot more like. But like a lot of times, I haven't been healthy. Like when I've been coming in and out of, and I can be very grumpy. Like I don't want to do this, especially if I'm bloated. And so Richard is very much like always, coming up with fun ideas and getting me out of my funk. and I was very depressed for a while, you know. But like today, I'm feeling really good, except I just am bloated, so I can't do a lot. But like today, I I actually would go do more things. Like, so I'm feeling that I'm starting to get the energy to want to do things. What happens is when I'm unhealthy, I don't really feel that good. So like I'm kind of doing like the bare minimum of what's necessary, and then, you know, and then kind of relaxing, because or doing whatever my addiction is, whether it be the alcohol or the food, you know. And so it starts to take over. But once I start getting healthy, well then I don't do the alcohol or the excessive food. So you're like, oh, now I actually have all this time. So, and I'm not so tired or, you know, sluggish because either just eating or, you know, craving the sugar or whatever. And so then I actually want to do more things. But when it's during a time that I'm not feeling good, it's like, do you want to do this now? Do you want to do this now? No, do this now. All I want to do is like just sit at home, you know what I mean? And I don't want, and it's been that way always, even before we lived here. Like I can be a real like couch potato, like grump. So, and I mean, I'll be doing things around the house, but I just won't want to like go like.
Don't forget to do before and after picture, please.
Oh yeah, we gotta do it before and after with the. Yeah. Well, my weight is not. It's
Your
not.
weight is not an issue.
My weight is not. Yeah, we shouldn't even do the weight. They don't like my weight on.
For me.
Oh, for you. But my weight has not changed that much. That's what I'm saying. It's not been a weight thing. It's been more the distribution of where the weight is on my body. So when I'm healthier, I actually have more muscle. So I'm about the same size.
Yeah.
Than when I'm unhealthy.
Yeah.
But I look much better when I'm healthy. But my actual weight may be about the same, but where I'm putting the weight on my body has fully changed.
Yeah.
So, and I prefer it when I'm healthy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think by us being, you're very rigid on your diet. With us as rigid, they're still eating a ton of sugar. So what I'm saying is that their healthy diet, is something that is like, I think that they're healthier because of the stuff we're eating.
Yeah, probably. Most people have probably adjusted their sugar intake a little bit by what I've said, since I harp on it so much if you watch me regularly. But I don't know. I don't know what people do. But sorry, I'm itchy. My legs are itchy. I am feeling no cravings, just more sluggy because I'm bloated. So that's a really fortunate thing right now, because normally I have really bad cravings during those first 2 days. So I'm really excited about that, not having the cravings. Like, I'm not craving the sugar, which is shocking. But I think because it was kind of time, because like I had kind of been unraveling this thing, you know what I mean? First I had, you know, said I'm not going to drink, and then it was like, you know, and then I knew the sugar was coming next. And I was trying to do them at the exact same time, which was almost impossible. And really my day 5 is, you know, I was day 14 and then messed up for one day, and then with the alcohol. So I don't think my first day 5 I could have done the sugar. I was trying to, but it's just too hard because, you know, you're craving alcohol. So like a good substitute is sugar when you're craving alcohol. So when you try to cut them both out at the same time, it's really difficult. I'm feeling really proud of me and Richard, because it's been a long time since we kind of fully said, you know, we're going to do this and we're going to take it seriously and we're not going to, you know, falter. And it's not even like we're not questioning each other. It's not like he doesn't have to like watch me. He's not like thinking I'm stinking it. It's like obvious. Like I'm committed now. Whereas for a minute I was kind of like, you know, it was still, I couldn't trust myself. But now I can trust myself. Because like I said, once I kind of like went far enough, I'm like, okay, I pushed it far enough. Like I need to like basically start looking good again, you know? Like it is very important in my job to look good. I mean, that's how I get paid. So if I start doing things that make me look bad, it doesn't take long before I decide to stop doing those things because I can't. I mean, I literally, like, my livelihood depends on it. And so it's a good thing because if it didn't, I would be a lot more loosey-goosey and, like, do things for longer and then maybe not be able to ever get off of the bad habits. Because the longer you do a bad habit, the harder it is to stop. But I only, did the alcohol and sugar for, on and off for the last couple of months. But, it was usually, only, like a 3-week time frame. But still, that's a lot of time to be unhealthy. Because it was like the 2 weeks in New York and then about a week, getting healthy here is like 2 weeks here. So, and even like with the sugar, I mean, look at how long it's taken me. I got back from New York in like June, and because at first I had to get off the alcohol. So that's why I don't want to do the alcohol on this trip because it's just too long. Are you about ready to take over?
Okay.
Yeah. Richard's going to take over, you guys, because I'm just getting too tired. I'm going to smoke some weed, and I'm probably going to lay down for a bit. Because my stomach is just so bloated, so uncomfortable. So I just gotta relax.
Gene Ward, congratulations on
and we're looking forward to looking good soon. Is kind of what me and Rich, like, both me and him are like, we're done with looking crappy. We first came in here and we were kind of holier than thou, and then we got knocked off our pedestal, off our high horse, but now we're ready to kind of get back to the health that we were before, and like maybe not as wacky where we're yelling at everybody like that, but I'm just saying, like, taking our own health seriously. So,
Yeah, I think
all right,
sounds good.
catch y'all later. Here's your microphone.
Oh, great.
Oh man, my head is even hurting.
Why is your head hurt now?
Well, I think everything's swollen, like in my brain. I think my headband.
Hold on. I just need to get this. Oh, we're transitioning now, guys. We're making the transition to the second half. So I know we cut it early. Normally she does almost twice as long, but today she's tired. Oh, Gloria's doing fantastic. Gloria just got back from the gym. Gloria, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Everybody wants to hear from you. Everybody wants to know how you're feeling.
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling better. I'm not sick. I was kind of sick for a few days, but I'm feeling good.
Did you go to the gym today?
Yeah, I went to the gym and went to the pool. So
Nice.
now I'm fixing chicken.
Let me check
Chicken
it.
is ready.
Let me check it out.
All right.
Gloria is the best at making chicken. Normally I've been cooking all the meals, but Gloria made chicken today.
Good.
Hey, how is it?
Good. Very good.
Hey, everybody. There's Nettie. Yeah, that was good. Oh, that does look good. Okay, great. Off. It's all done.
Yeah.
Great. I'll let Joy know. I don't think Joy's gonna have this. I'm gonna have some of this, though. I'm definitely gonna eat some of this for dinner. Okay. All right. It is a hot one, you guys. And that ain't no joke. Woo! Woo! Man. I'm so upset about that tree situation out there. You know? Because do you guys remember the tree was doing really good last year, and then HOA said we had to do a cleanup. So we called this guy to come clean it up. He came and did some cleanup, and he also did some work on the sprinkler system. And I think he did some adjustments out there on the main system. Anyways, he adjusted whatever he did, obviously killed the tree. Now, Gloria, the last thing I should do is accuse him of doing anything. But I think he should at least come take a look at it. You know? But still, I mean, ridiculous. Last year was flourishing, and then now This year it's dead. So I'm really upset that I even called the guy. I feel like it's my fault for calling him, and I just can't. It's so irritating. Just another one of those things, you know. It's one of those things. It's dead. You can't bring it back. And it's like, you know, Sugar Skull Mama saying all this, saying do this, do that, and I should be. Yeah, I get it, but you know what? Life is you know, what I'm documenting. The only thing I can do is just tell my story. It's all I can do. But all you want to do is twist it around. So I don't even want to talk to you, Sugar Skull, because every time I tell you something, you're talking like in the gossip room behind my back, coming back with just the craziest theories. Do you remember your theory about some TV that you had? I mean, it was just so crazy that you just come up like you said I rage quitted and broke the TV, so we swapped out a TV with a net, so a net didn't have a TV, blah 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 blah. All that, I have no idea what you're talking about. You come back and you say all this stuff. I'm like, dude, see, so I can't talk to you, Sugar Skull. That's why your stuff just falls on deaf ears. Because we got, you know, this is like real stuff. I mean, I'm also documenting because I know that I'm probably not the only one that's had experienced loss or experienced, you know, things in their life that they can't go back and wish they could change, you know? Or maybe I could be a cautionary tale for those who like, be good to your loved ones, you know? I mean, I think it's a positive message. Be good to your family. No matter where your family is, y'all. Okay. Joy got me on this double thing. I don't know. Ow. Oh. Ow. I have an issue because there's a tree behind me, and I'm going to hit that if I do it that way. Oh, am I still on? Let me double check. Let me do a video check. Video check. Okay. We're still live, right? Good. Okay, good. But I don't know if I like this camera angle. That's a little better. Okay. Anyways, point is, it's a process, babe. So, right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of get back on our diet. And most of you would say, if you were to meet me and Joy, you wouldn't say, oh my gosh, you guys need to go on a diet. That probably wouldn't be the first thing that crosses your mind. You probably have a list of other things you would think to tell us to do. But dieting probably wouldn't be one of them. However, diet is crucial to everything, to your mental well-being, to your emotional state, to how well you feel in the morning. So all that combined is what she means when we're switching. We got to get back on our healthy diet, stop eating things that are unhealthy. And honestly, I think that before we got here, they were eating a lot unhealthier foods because a lot of their stuff was just really carb-based, really carbohydrate-based. And now every single meal they eat has a strong portion of protein. I mean, mostly protein. Like tonight is mostly chicken. Lunch, Annette just had steak, you know, so a lot higher, and that's really good for them. So while, you know, it might not be the perfect, you know, like what you would consider the perfect diet. I mean, come on, I'm not Keanu Reeves. You know? Hold on, I lost my channel. What happened here? Let's see, switch account, and then I should be here, right here. Okay, great. All right. Now,
more of our daily workout. Just gotta do a handful of push-ups, not too many. Let's count them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. Here's a rule, Sugar Skull. You can only criticize me if you can do more push-ups than me. Is that fair? Like if you can do more push-ups than me, then sure, you can criticize my push-ups. But if you can't, then I think you gotta withhold them. Secondly, man, try doing it in 105 degree weather. Woo! That's hot. That is hot. Man. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna get back in shape. If it kills me. And you know what? It just might. It actually might. Okay. So here's the before, just so you guys know. So we're doing the before right now, because Joy's a little too tired to do it before. Here's my before. That was Annette. She just stopped by to wave to say hi. Here's my before. Now, mind you, if I was in like Seattle, I think that this would be considered like fairly fit. But in Vegas, I mean, I got Mark Wahlberg as my neighbor. I mean, do you know else who just bought a house in this neighborhood? Larry Fisher. Yeah. The owner of the Oakland A's. So, wouldn't that be crazy if you know we bumped into the owner of the Oakland A's and Joy goes on some rant about the Mets or something about how the A's suck? I'd just be like, Joy, no, not rant, not now. Don't be going off on the A's right now. Woo. You know, I want to get some sun. Let's get some sun. There's a few more minutes of sunshine. I'm gonna just do it this way. And yeah, we'll do it like sitting room only. Let me just double check to make sure I'm live. Okay. All right. Okay, I know. Oh gosh. Are we okay? This will be my before. This is gonna be embarrassing, but well, sure, we'll do it. This will be my before. The before we switched over to the diet. Sun tanning. And then we'll do the after. Hopefully summer. It's July 15th. So it's I would call July 15th the middle of summer. Would you agree? I mean, today's the All-Star game. I mean, I think this is officially the middle of summer. So we just had the hottest day of the year yesterday in Vegas. Anyways, so let's say it's the middle of summer. Hopefully by the end of summer. All right. Hi, Snoop. What's up? Hey, Jen. Hey, BB. I said hi to you like 5 times in the chat this morning. Are you ghosting? I can't tell. Hi, Paul. How are you? I look out. Thanks, Joel. Hello. There's BB. Hi, BB. You know us sensitive types. What's up, Jen? Oh, hi, Gene. I don't want to criticize you regardless. I'm not petty, stupid, or a drama queen. Hi, Gene. Hey, no worries. You're funny. 3, sup, Mellow. Watch all of the Black Little Mermaid, not one twerk scene. What are you talking about? That's weird. I have metal nunchucks. Ooh. I have rubber. Ooh. I hurt myself. Wow. Cool, Gene. Right on, babe. Right on. Thanks for all the positivity. Hi, Cheryl D. I can wrap my head around joy being married to this hunk. Cheryl, you're a sweetheart. Thanks for the positive comments. That was really nice. I appreciate the comments on the clothes because Joy comments, but it's like it's different when it comes from someone that's not your wife, if that makes any sense. You know, like if you get, or like if, in your case, if your boyfriend or husband compliments you, well, you kind of feel like they're almost obligated to. But when somebody, I mean, they're married to you. I mean, what are they going to say? Oh, shit. How do I look, honey? Well, every time I look at you, I just keep thinking, like, shit, I should have married someone else. But you look okay. I mean, what are you thinking? Because they're going to say, you look, oh my gosh, you're the most beautiful person I've ever seen. Well, let me. Okay, don't clip that out of context, anyone. But you can use that if you want to use that in a movie somewhere, because that would be a funny line. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, this wasn't a bad idea coming out and doing it. There's a breeze. It's hot out here, but it's not as hot as you would think. I mean, okay. I am sweating just sitting here. I am frying. It is 105 degrees. But when I think it's 105 degrees, man, I feel like it'd be like, I mean, I don't know. I don't picture myself just hanging out. Now, I don't know how long my gear is going to last out here. That'll be the test. Whew. Makeup, I need some powder. Okay, there you are, Mr. Pitt. Oh, no, I'm not Mr. Pitt. I'm just his fill-in. Has anybody seen the new F1 movie yet? Is that? I mean, it was. They shot it here in Vegas. I was just wondering if it was any good. Man, these. Okay, metal. No good. No good in the sun. No good. Okay, yes. Yes. This is the before. I get it. I mean, I know. I can embrace the whole dad bod thing, except I'm not a dad. I mean, this would be acceptable if I was. However, I don't have that privilege, so I have to. Joel, we saw Joy earlier today. I think we're done with Joy. Joy is probably back in bed. Oh, thanks, Adriana. Thank you so much. I was just thinking about your T-shirts again. I'm ready for a new one. I want to. That'd be a funny movie, though. It'd have to be one of those one. Did we do the Ally? Were you guys here for Ally McBeal? The Ally McBeal talk yesterday. Who here likes Ally McBeal? Who even knows what Ally McBeal is? Well, it's where Robert Downey Jr. I think got very popular with a lot of this gen. You know, was on Ally McBeal. Is that correct? Anyways, it'd be one of those things where it'd be something like, you know, they ask like, "Hey, how do I look?" And then of course in their head, and they're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he just said that." And of course they clip back and they say, "Oh no, he didn't actually say that." Oh, thanks, Cheryl, you're a sweetheart. Oh, thanks. We have some. Oh, Well, I'd be happy to purchase anything, or even, if you have anything you're throwing away, that maybe a misprint, I'll take that too, and I'll pay for shipping. Wait, who's that? Is that in reality? Wait, who's that? No way. In reality. See, in reality gets what I'm saying. Okay. I would not film something from 2 years ago of like two people fighting or all this stuff going on if I didn't think that things were in an upward swing. Like if I didn't, in other words, there was by the time I was filming all the negative stuff here, I already knew things were going to turn around because I can tell. I know Joy long enough. I just know. I mean, you see her. She goes crazy and then she's like, okay, I'm done, and you'll see from here. But back then I could tell because we'd already started cleaning up. We already started straightening things up, and once that started happening, I regretted not filming more of how messy the house was. I was spending more time trying to hide the mess, of course, because we're trying to do a YouTube channel. It's hard to explain like why we're suddenly here. I mean, it was kind of embarrassing. But once we started cleaning it up, then we started filming that part of it. But what I'm saying in reality understands is that in the middle of all that, it was like, what are you doing? Panicking, blah, 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 blah. And all I told her was, I said, in reality, trust the plan. And she's like, all right, fine. And you know what? Guess what? Gloria and Annette got their IDs. Annette just walked by, waved at me, and she's going to go have dinner with Gloria. Gloria went to the club today. Everyone's healthy, happy. The bills are paid. She's getting a new bed. It might come as early as today. And guess what? We paid we paid for the installation. So this way, no question, we don't have to install it. They're going to come in, they're going to install it, and it's going to be done. Maybe I'm thinking if I have a little cash on me, right? What do you think the hanging blinds? There are 3 sets of blinds I need. 4 sets of blinds I need hung. 3 sets of blinds I need hung. If I'm going to hit the guy off the clock, off the meter, cash, what are you thinking to do 3 sets of blinds? Okay, I don't need to put the blinds up. You just need to put the rods. So 3, like 1 rod hook, 2 rod hooks, 3 rod hooks. What do you think? I'm thinking off the top of my head, $100 cash would do it because Sugar Skull Mama was saying that hanging blinds is super easy. Well, if it's super easy, I mean, a guy with tools and a guy who installs stuff all the time, then it's probably it's probably like taking a piss for him or her, whoever shows up. Sorry, I apologize if I assume if I will be if it is a female who shows up and installs it, I will. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do. In my mind, I'm envisioning it is a male delivering this adjustable bed. This $2,000 adjustable bed. In fact, I picture two males coming in with a dolly. That's just what I picture. Now I could be wrong, and I picture them fairly young. I don't picture them like over 50. Now, am I being prejudiced here in my brain? I mean, or is there something wrong with my brain here? What's going on? Okay, guys. So anyways, point is, someone, him or her, will be installing the bed here later today. And hopefully I can tip him or her $100 to install 3 sets of curtain rods. Is that something that you think that would fly? Or is that too high or too low? Should it be $50? Should it be $200? Or is that just something that they'd be like, what are you talking about? I work for Walmart. I would never take money from a customer under the table on the clock while I'm working at Walmart and spend 30 minutes installing blinds. I would never do that. I mean, am I going to insult the guy? What's going to happen? I mean, it's not a crime, right? He's not going to be like, excuse me, are you trying to bypass the IRS? That's highly illegal, sir. No. I expect that you would have a 1099. I'll send you a 1099. Don't worry. Oh, okay, I think we're going in. I think it got too hot out here. But 20 minutes of sunshine a day is enough for me. And it's, oh, cool, my phone is not overheated. Good news. Good news, good news, good news. It's gonna fly. 100K cold card cash. Okay. I'll try. Hey, Matthew T. Hey, love you, lie. Remember, read my message. My husband can help, but you'd have to wait until September. Damn this review. Oh, no, we're not gonna wait. Listen, this can be solved in 100. Thank you. First of all, thank you so much. Love the offer. Love the offer. Oh, chicken? Okay, I'm gonna have some. Hi, Joy. Okay, you're out. Oh, cool. Joy is Joy. See, we're all working together now. See, Joy is really helping out in the kitchen. It's probably why she's tired too. Keeping a lot of kitchen there, and we're doing double duty now. So, in reality, said her husband could help us with the blinds, but they won't be here until September. So I said, thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna eat some dinner too. Hold on. My hands are kind of full at the moment, actually.
Are you done with this one?
Probably, yeah. Okay. Woo. Come on, let's go. Yes, please. Okay, Mom's watching. Hit those likes, guys. Joy just thinks that we're going to do it like crooked and it's not going to look right. We could definitely give it a try for sure. Oh, you're in Santa Barbara? I'm so jealous. You must have read my post about how I went to UCSB. Yeah, but you did the worst job I've ever seen on a curtain. What kitchen? Why would you pick out those curtains? What the heck? What do you mean, what curtains? You haven't seen the curtains I picked out.
Let me get you some napkins. It's still a little bit warm in this container.
Did you want to do this bong hit here? I saved it for you. I left it for you. That's for you, so you do that one. Hi, everybody. Enjoy. Yeah. I got a little tan. Did I get a little tan today? Looks like it. Looks like it. I like that the Las Vegas sign is crooked. The lampshade is crooked. But because the camera is crooked and everything's crooked, the lampshade actually looks like it's straight. The lampshade is the straightest thing in this photo. No, I don't want it on me. That's what I'm saying. Why watches me out? I don't like that. It's like, excuse me, officer. I'm just chilling.
Are you having chicken for dinner?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that chicken. You gotta make yourself burgers.
I'll make some burgers, please.
And Ned had chicken too, so I think that's what we all had. That was the.
I'm gonna have burgers.
Great.
Yeah, a little bit.
Why do people come like about saying, why is that even a thing? I think it has something to do with like, why are those people on TV and not me? I mean, if I was on TV, I would at least blah, 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 blah. So what it is that they're projecting themselves. And so they can't, it makes them so mad that everybody is watching me or that I'm on it when like this is so terrible. Like if I was on there, I would do it this way. But I don't even bother putting myself up there because, well, you see how critical they are. If you're really critical of yourself or if you're really critical of others, then you're very critical of yourself. So there's a very good chance that even if they wanted to start a channel, they'd probably talk themselves out of it. Okay, I can see you're not in the living room. Those are the old curtains. I have 1,000 things happening right now. I'm just gonna. Hey, what's up, love to be alive? No worries, man. Listen. Yeah, we haven't done the blinds yet. Those were the old blinds. We bought brand new blinds, which we haven't put up yet. And the reason, I made 3 attempts, but it's like I've drilled in the wall. You guys saw. I drilled in the wall, but it's like, shit, I got to put anchors in here. But then I was like, should I take down the old ones? And we decided to take down the old ones. But then Joy was like, there's no place to put the old blinds right now because we had the old bed in the garage. And she was like freaking out about the amount of trash that was stacking up. But then today they picked up today was what do you call it? Book day. So it was book day. So when they pick up book day, that means that you can put a bunch of stuff out there, which I hope they're going to pick up our stuff. But so they're picking up Gloria's old bed, mattress, all the stuff the boxes, all the stuff we had from before. So now we have room for these blinds, the old blinds, when I take them down. No, but if you're gonna do curtains for your mama, do a good job. I just thought you were in the living room. Yeah. Put up a YouTube. Dude, I know, I've seen those. It doesn't seem that hard at all. It really doesn't. But I'm telling you, my mom and Joy have such little faith in me. Every time I pull out that drill, they're like, can we just, before I even start, they just say, can we just hire someone? And I'm like, sure, I'll go back to watching the game. That's fine. That's a great idea. I'm not going to argue with them. You know what I mean? But if they're like, Rich, if they're like, you guys, you can do this super easy, watch the YouTube. I put on 2 tutorials for Joy to watch. She watched like the first, okay, mind you, I'm not going to say anything, but the first one was like, okay, how do I put this? Let's put it this way. The guy was so autistic and so OCD that first of all, his place was like, it would look like a hospital. It was all pure white. It was like, so then he was like, it's like blah, 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 blah. So right off the bat, Joy's like, okay, this just seems way too hard. I'm like, okay, but that was the wrong one. So I showed her another tutorial. And then it was still just like, okay. And then it was just some dude from Boston. So I found some dude who really talked it down. He was like, yo, just got to put these curtains up, just got to pull out here's the tools you're going to need. You're going to need a drill. And then as soon as she said, okay, as soon as I hear drill, she said, I'm out. I'm like, but the drill isn't even to drill anything. It's just a screwdriver. In fact, the guy says he goes, I don't even use the drill for the screwdrivers because you tend to over tighten when you drill. Or you could strip the screws when you over drill. So I use a manual screw. But anyways, the drill really was just to drill the holes for the anchors. I get it. I think we could do it, but the women in my household have very little faith in me doing anything handy. So if that doesn't make me feel bad, yeah, Colby, Jack, you're exactly right. I need help. I'm dying. I got news for you, brother. Yes, I caught this disease the day I was born. As soon as I was born, I started dying. It was tragic. Such bad news. They didn't even tell me for the first 5 years here, so everyone was like, hey. I said, what? You're old enough now. I said, what's that? And he said, listen, after you get older, and after you're older than that, and then after you're older than that, you're going to die. I was like, oh, man. All right, I better make the best of it then. So I vowed each... Huh? They got everything? Yeah, sweet. Oh, sweet. That's a great day. Okay, so mark it. So 4 weeks from today, we'll put out the blinds. Yeah. That D'Angelo. Oh, shit, you're so alive. Oh, I need a little concentrate. That's not a bad idea. Let's do that.
Actually, I was thinking
I'm gonna do a little concentrate. I'm gonna do a little do-si-do here. Yeah, Shildy. Hey, listen. I'm glad.
You're looking pretty good when you took your shot.
I'm looking okay. Well, that's what Cheryl said too. Well, no, but I also explained. Thank you, Joy. But coming from Joy, it does help because it's not like she's clueless on like what good.
No, you did. You had a little bit when you were leaning over. When you leaned back, you actually.
No, lean back.
But like you leaned over a little bit, you had a little bit of like the boots, but then like you leaned back and it looked like.
No, exactly, Kay Adams. I can't be. Listen, you can't be beautiful and smart. I mean, I got to pick one or the other. So, anyway. So I was working on my tan. Yeah. So I learned that little trick from watching the old 1970s movies. You lean back, and you lean back, and all of a sudden you have a flat tummy. The camera doesn't really pick up on it that much. But the thing is, though, to lean back standing up, you actually have to be in pretty good shape because otherwise you'll fall over. Think about it. Like after you're talking about how you weeble wobble. Well, I'm pretty good at computers. I was one of the first kids to learn how to use a computer like ever. Like in 1970 something. Like I was like Apple came up to the Science Center. My dad got me enrolled in a special program, and it was by Apple. Apple was putting it on. It was on an Apple One, not even an Apple II. It was just called an Apple. No, maybe it was the Apple II. Honestly, I think it was an Apple. Okay, don't quote me on it. I'd like to know, but because I do remember my friend got what was the Apple IIe, and so maybe we had Apple. No, I think we had just the Apple because the Apple II was what my friend was getting, and he was so excited about it. But anyway, so I learned to program on Apples. And from there, that's all I just did, and you guys know my story. My brother died and everything, so I was kind of a loner, weird kid. But I played with computers a lot. So, yeah, so I wouldn't say electronics. So if you'd say, like fix the electricals here, that would probably not be the best thing for me. But if you said, hey, my computer hard drive's not booting, I'd take a look at it. Yeah. Okay, burgers half hour. Hey, we got the All-Star game tonight, guys. We got to pick a team to win. Wait, first of all, are the Mets in the American League or National League? Joy wants to know. Hi, Bailey. We don't know. We're new baseball fans. We just started watching baseball this year ever. So if you guys know, yeah, I'm gonna do this and then I will. Bailey, what's going on with you? Still think you're good at computer. Yeah. Yes, electronics. Yeah, electronics. Not like an electrician, but electronics. Yeah, like dude, Circus City. I used to love that place. Anybody know Circus City?
Yeah, like you're great with like a studio setup.
Yeah. Man, you know what? If there was ever a market to build like those type of like home studios or stuff like that, that would be something I could dial into because it is really confusing. I mean, there's a lot of shit out there, and I've weaned through. Joy knows I go through a lot of stuff. I return a lot of stuff, and I see what works. Radio Shack was another. Fry's was other my favorite. Both those places. Radio Shack was my.
Circuit City.
What's that?
And Circuit City.
And Circuit City, yeah, me too. Yeah, wait. Well, they're saying Fry's and Radio. Yeah, Circuit City is the '90s. Radio Shack up until the '90s, but I remember I loved Radio Shack. That stuff worked, man. They had like those CBs. We used to get they've got a CB from there, I think. It's called Realistic. It worked good. Really? You're terrible at it? Okay, cool. I guess I just always thought it just comes so naturally to me. I just didn't really think it was much of a skill. I just thought I just figured you just plug this here, plug that there. If it doesn't work, you figure it out. No, really, I'm not trying to be arrogant at all.
You're really good at it.
I didn't think it was a what do you call it? A payable skill. I realize like working on computers, people make money. I get that. But I think you got to go to school, you got to learn all this shit, you got blah, blah, blah. You got to take calculus up to like calculus 7 or something. Calculus 7. Mets are National League. Thanks, bro. There's Zaya. Oh, there she is. I missed you. Oh, thanks, Kate. You know, that's really, man, that's like the most, I think that's the first positive thing you've ever said to me. But I appreciate it. Thank you. I accept it. So if the speed limit is 70, what do you do? What do you do? Oh, 70, you do whatever you, what do you, depends what, okay, this all depends on what you're driving. You're a Braves fan? All right, see, we'll see you in the series. We will see you in the series. I can't drive 65. Oh yeah, we're just doing some stuff off stream because the advertisers don't like the weed. YouTube's okay, kind of okay with people smoking weed a little bit, but the advertisers definitely don't like it. Because it's not federally legal, so it's not everywhere. Who doesn't, if I'm a washed up mattress salesman with clinical ED waiting on his... Okay, listen, around here, you don't realize how confusing your statement is. Because we have washed up mattresses, and we have salesmen, and ED, that could be an eating disorder. And the fact that you mentioned pizza, that's a trigger around here, bro. Man, you got a trifecta in that one statement. Nice work. Is this your first time here? I'm just wondering if it isn't. If it is, man, we're just gonna call that beginner's luck. Who's got the best dank? What is dank? I don't know what dank is.
You have a banger?
Yeah.
Well, I also need to touch my knee.
Sure. Oh, weed? Are you talking in Vegas?
Oh, banger. And then a banger, and then I need to touch my.
I would say. Wait, what did we say Mets were? I forget. I'm gonna put the.
National.
Put it on the bunny today.
No, you do my knee real quick. Show them.
Oh.
I need to touch it real quick. Just
No, I'm gonna do the banger first, and then I'll come back and do that. What? Because Casper's out there. I'll give him something to watch. You guys watch. That's our rabbit, okay?
He's a bunny.
Yeah, he's a bunny.
I know you can't tell by the angle right now, but he is losing weight.
I'm gonna put him on a scale here in a minute.
No more, but it's hard to tell right now because the way he's sitting right now, he's gonna pumping himself out. But he has lost weight, and no.
Very active.
The thing is, though, Richard does give him those treats, but Richard makes it a game. So it's like a scavenger hunt for him.
And also, he's up all night. He keeps going to run around.
He's all crazy.
Always looking for him. So the point, I don't think
he's losing weight, but it's hard to tell from the angle he's sitting.
I don't think he has to do a ton of exercise, that guy, in order for him to get the benefits.
He is really he is losing weight. It's hard to tell right there, but he is smaller than he is. I just pet him today. He hasn't even let me. I'm not pet him. Sorry, I just brushed him today. He hasn't even let me brush him because he's been too busy with his little game Richard plays with him, which is good because he's getting a little bit more. You know, he likes Richard more because I don't do the treats, so I let Richard do that, which is good. He was like 10 pounds, but now he's a lot less. He's a lot less. He was way too fat. No more carrots. So, but anyways, I let Richard do the game with him because then when I go to New York, he won't be as attached to me. So I'm like, you do the game with him. I mean, he still likes cuddling me, but he's a lot of times too busy now. We just cuddled and we did the hairbrush, but a lot of times he's been way too busy because he's waiting for Richard to play the game, and he plays it and he goes in and out of his cage and stuff. But I'm liking it this way because when I go to New York, I feel bad when he's super attached to me. So I'm like, I'm letting Rich and him play that game, and I don't do it, so that when I'm gone, it'll be, Richard, they'll have that still. And then I don't think Casper will be as upset this time because he really likes that little game Richard plays.
In reality, he was saying we teach trick the bunnies. Oh, we already did. We taught him to go in the thing.
No, it's Richard. He hides them, and then Casper has to go look for him. he hides the treats, and Casper goes and looks for him. And so then, what does it? Casper's looking for him all the time because he thinks there might still be more. But then he finally gives up. But he looks for about an hour afterwards, so keeps him busy.
That rabbit is very busy.
Oh yeah, he was.
Here you go.
We were just doing hairbrush and cuddles. Now he's just relaxing on his. That's his little area over there with his toys. It's his area.
Okay, guys.
And then I need to do menu real quick.
And then I'll rub your knee while Joy tells you a bedtime story. One last story about how she hurt her knee.
Screen. How you doing? It's good weed. Okay. Alright, you can finish up for me.
Yeah, you will be saying bunny, but BB says she'll probably be saying bunny, bunny, bunny on the first of the month for the rest of her life.
Oh, I'm so glad. It's good luck for you. Good luck for you. Every time you do that.
Okay, let's fix the camera. And you want me to rub your knee? All right, I tell you what. Let's sign off. We'll come back. I want to watch. I want to watch the game, and I gotta eat.
You can rub my knee and then sign off.
Okay, then fix the camera so it's better. How you want it?
Richard's gonna do my knee real quick. He does it better if it's on camera.
Okay.
Oh, it also zoomed in. No. That's ridiculous.
Okay, there we go. You are on your knee. Or on me.
No, it's fine like that, but yeah.
Okay. Right.
Oh,
Okay.
we're going this way.
You want me to stand up there too?
I didn't know if you were going to stand here and do radio.
Sure. I can sit next to you. I didn't know what you're planning.
Oh, I can come over there.
Too much.
Whatever works better. Yeah,
Before we do that, let me do this, and then you get settled.
I thought you just did one.
No, that was yours.
Oh.
That was yours. You just did one.
I was sworn you did one.
No.
Oh, you did a flower one. You didn't do it.
I did the tail end of your flower one that you left. You always leave. You always leave it. I figure why waste it, so I just do it. I just pick up your scraps. You know what I mean? How come you don't get the munchies or crave the munchies? I think we might have been getting the munchies recently.
Recently, yeah.
That's where I had the idea. I think that maybe the carnivore diet is too strict.
No. Well, we weren't
I started
on the
craving.
carnivore diet. We were like not even really on it. We were like on and off it when we were craving. We weren't really on it.
I guess once you're kind of addicted to sugar, you crave it more.
Yeah.
If you're not addicted to it, then you don't.
Yeah. So like right now,
Well, I don't know. Like around here, like we have a certain amount of like protein, so I make sure Joy gets hers because she has a special diet. She's very, very sensitive, and then I have to make sure that Annette gets hers next, and then Gloria makes sure there's enough for her, and then whatever's left after that. That's why I eat like She was asking if I wanted that leftover chicken because that was like what was left over from last night, and so yeah, I don't mind the scraps at all. Plus, there's always plenty.
well,
But in the case, there has been situations where we had to be like, you know what, I better have hot dogs.
This chicken today, all this chicken, all this chicken. She made the whole thing. So Richard's gonna have to eat that, or it will go to waste. They probably won't eat that tomorrow. It's funny.
Oh yeah, well, this definitely helps with that sort of. Well, this is really good.
It's really good.
Wow. Whoa! I see what you're saying.
Oh.
I go on. Okay, now I'm stopping. Okay, what day is it? Yeah, woo.
Okay, give me the money.
Okay. One of these days, what we should do is we should do one of those streams like whatever happened to, and then talk about the people in the rooms that don't show up, and we'll just open the stream up like that. Like all the people that used to come in. You got BB, you know who I'm talking about. we've got a hand right off the top of my head. 2 people that just kind of vanished would be funny. Like, whatever happened to Gone John and Boop? Now, BB probably knows. That's the thing. That's the only reason why I bring her up, because she's kind of in all the different rooms. Okay, you ready? I ruined them? No, did I really? Well, I don't know, man. I have my theories about some people. Okay, ready? What do you want? My knee?
Hey, do you want me to go over here?
No, I can sit over here.
I was thinking you were going to come over here, but I can move over there.
Yeah, why don't you bring your knee over this way?
We gotta move the camera. I was not going to be pointing towards me. Richard, the camera's in the wrong spot.
Okay, where you want it?
Well, so I'm going to be right there, so, I mean, just on us, I would imagine. Be best.
I'd love to be live.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
You need to different.
You want me to talk? Okay, I talk.
I know, you're going to rub
What do you want me to rub your knee?
Your knee right here.
Okay, knee right there. Okay. Man. She gets really bossy for a person that's getting a massage, doesn't she?
Well, there's one spot I need, and he's like rubbing everywhere else. Like, I asked him to rub one spot, and to get that one spot is difficult.
Okay.
It's this one spot. Right
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
right there. That's the spot right there. Right there.
Okay. This is
Oh, yeah.
Christina, you know what Freud would say, the fact that you're mentioning that. You know that, right? I don't want to bring it up, but if Freud were in the room.
This is just a bit. What do you give more like?
Do you want it on my head?
No, zoom out more so at least you can see me. So you're not just seeing my leg.
I don't know. You fix it. You tell me. I just got.
Zoom out about it.
I got super stone. Okay, ready? Right here. Okay, good. Okay, got it. Okay. Do you want me to just end it? I'm just gonna end this thing.
Just finish my knee.
I feel like we're gonna get a TOS pretty soon.
No, what? I'm just this is fine. It's not sexy anyways, I don't think.
No, it's not. Yeah, that's true.
I don't think it's sexy anyway. My knee hurts. I get him to do it on blog because he'll do it better. Because he wants to kind of like show off a little bit, you know. On stream, but otherwise it'll be like 5 seconds, and I'm like, oh, come on, come back. So I'm not gonna keep it. It's just this one spot. The problem is Richard is really good at massage, but he only has to do it for a couple seconds, and it's a hard time to get him in the spot that you want him to. He'll just massage everywhere else. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You take.
No, you actually should, because it's actually on your head, so you might as well. So explain it.
So what happened with his knee was a drunken thing many years ago. 2011, I think it was. Before me and Richard got together, I was drinking with my ex-boyfriend, Brian. And I left his place. I was angry, and I was walking. It was Portland, so you walk everywhere. But my car was where I was walking to, which was where my sister was, but it was really far. It was like 10 or 20 blocks, 10 or 20 blocks. So by the time I got there, my sister was waiting for me, and she said, I'm not going to let you drive, which, that's great. That's good. I was not mad about that. But so she took my keys and I think threw them in the woods, which is not cool because it took forever to find them the next day. But then she tackled me because I was like running off or something, and she tackled me and held me down for like 2 hours. And the way she was holding me, my knee was twisted where I was screaming because it was excruciating pain. But she kept thinking I was like just screaming because I was drunk, but I'm like, you're hurting me. And I'm screaming at her, and I just...
Was she twisting? Was it twisting?
It was twisted.
The twisting is what will do it.
Yeah. So, it was like 2 hours of being...
No, they're questioning literally for 2 hours, or are you exaggerating?
No, it was a 2 hours.
No, there's like, that's shockingly long time.
No, because she called her friend that lived not too far away, so she comes over. So first she's holding me, then she calls her friend, then she calls my dad from Vancouver. So it was like she's holding me for X amount of time. Yeah. Then she calls her friend who comes from somewhere else.
Oh yeah,
tag team. Me.
It's like a tag team WWF.
So it was a pretty long time.
Yeah, it was a tag team.
So
when one got tired out, they were like, "Here, tag me." And
no, her and her friend were both sitting on me.
Oh,
I don't understand why they.
Gregory Masters
thought they needed to hold me down.
Sure.
But
Gregory Masters.
No, but what happened?
Hold on. Greg Masters, that's a whole nother story. Why she was that drunk. We'll get into that later. But
but listen. So the next day, my whole leg, this whole thing swelled like insane. Like it was like as if like I had put a baseball bat in my leg. Like it was like a whole nother like leg. Okay, that's
too hard?
Yeah. Oof.
Sorry.
And I had to get an X-ray and everything because I couldn't really walk. It was, and I forget what they said it was. It's been so long ago. But not something. It didn't break anything, but it was it did something. But
I know, Wanda.
But it was so painful, and it just never gone away. The pain in the knee, because the knee was the main part that was like twisted.
Yeah.
And Richard has been rubbing it for years, and it's getting better.
But then what happened? Then what finally happened?
Well, you mean like with the
story?
story?
No, finish the story.
So, okay, it was anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, okay? But it was closer to 2 hours because here's the deal. First, my sister was holding me down for X amount of time. Then she calls her friend Millicent, lives, about 15 minutes away, comes over, okay? Now
Whose house were you at again?
Sarah was house sitting, so I'd walked from Brian's to where she was house sitting.
Way out there, yeah.
So he was on, Burnside, and this was over on Thurman. I walked over.
Hey, Mark Fusion.
But she was house sitting at this house, and she had borrowed my car. That's why my car was at her place, because she used to borrow my car. She didn't have a car, she borrowed mine. She found that I was coming to get it, so I was gonna have to get the keys from her and everything. The whole thing was just ridiculous that she freaked out so much. But anywho, she had my dad come and pick me up and take me all because I lived in Vancouver. So they were worried that somehow I was going to drive when I had no keys or anything. And after they held me down, I couldn't even walk. So they had my dad drive me back to Vancouver, and then I came and got my car in the morning. But they didn't want me near my car. They didn't trust it. But I still didn't have my keys.
Light a fire, Mitch.
The thing was, my sister is very dramatic with how she handles things, and she's also pretty aggressive. We were the kids that, we hurt each other, me and her, when we were young, we would hit each other pretty hard and stuff. And, so, she's always been she's older than me, so she's always been very aggressive with me. And so it wasn't weird for her to hold me down, but just for the amount of time. And the fact, she was not acknowledging that I was screaming in pain. She kept thinking I was screaming because I was drunk. But, or she thought, I don't know what she thought, because I kept telling her my leg was hurting. I don't know, but it was kind of a stupid thing because there was no way I was gonna drive. She had the keys, so it was the whole, and then to involve her friend and my dad. I mean, she could have taken my keys, which she did. Well, she had them, and then she tossed them.
Thanks, Kay Adams.
That was the end of it. I mean, I couldn't find him. It was pouring down rain in Portland, Oregon, in the middle of the night. And she threw him out in with these bushes and stuff, So it was down this hill and stuff, So it was I wasn't gonna go get my keys, but yeah, I think I don't know. I think she was worried because I think then she couldn't find them. So maybe I would find them. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what happened is since she had tossed the keys and she had thrown them, and I was like, oh great, no one's gonna be able to find the keys, you idiot. And because there's bushes, not a couple bushes, in Oregon where it's solid bushes, just you're not gonna find those forever. It took us forever to find the keys the next day. But I think she thought in my drunkest day I might find the keys, so she thought, I'll call Dad, have him pick her up, so she can't find her keys. I don't know. I think she thought I was going to be a lot more ambitious than that. Well, I think I had given up once she.
There's a little bit of that too, but it's it was a little bit unnecessary. They're trying to say that maybe calling your dad was the only way to stop you from getting arrested, driving. They were worried that you were going to. Had you already had one DUI?
Yeah, that was...
Okay, I can see them freaking... Yeah. Okay. See, if they were drunk at all, or high at all, then they were overreacting. But
no,
yeah.
I had already had a DUI, so it was going to be bad.
Yeah, your second DUI, you go to prison forever.
But,
yeah,
she took it too far.
No, she didn't take it too far. No, that's a good point. She took it too far, but she was also probably drinking, right? Wasn't everybody drinking?
she just drinks. So she wasn't hanging out with me. I came from my boyfriend's, but she drinks. So yeah,
Right.
she had been drinking.
The point is like she probably overreacted because she was drinking. But I would be freaked out too if you were going to get in a car if you had one drop of alcohol on you.
You know, I'd already had
After
a
you'd
DUI,
already-
so yeah, I know
After you'd already had one DUI.
drinking and driving on any level it's
Yeah.
always bad.
Good
but-
point, Andrea.
Yeah. So no, she definitely was being protected, but yeah, I have like an injury for life now. But that's, yeah, but I didn't get a second DUI.
No, I mean it's another perspective. I mean, from Joy's perspective, it's like, yeah, I mean they hurt her leg, but from their perspective, she was literally probably okay. If it was just this sort of, but then again, you were just driving down the street too, weren't you?
Well, no, here's the issue. If I drove, no, I would have drove far because I was going to drive from Portland to Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
So
That would have been risky.
Yeah,
that
no,
would have been risky.
that was what they were.
Also, sometimes
I'm not sure I was even going to do that though. I think they just were worried I was going to do that. I don't even know.
they overreacted, but
Because I think my thought was to actually just go to sleep in my car. Like I was just like, that's what I would often do. Is I would.
now
just,
people
like,
are saying like when I
'cause
met
I
you
would
that
just
you're
pass out in my
okay.
car.
You weren't particularly homeless because you
Because I had a home always usually where I
did your stuff and
but
everything.
where my stuff would be, but it would usually not where I wanted to be. So it would usually be in Vancouver, and I like to be in Portland, and
Right.
I drank. So I always needed a place to crash because I
Often you
didn't
slept in
want
your
to
car.
drink and drive. So I would often sleep in my car because I wouldn't want to drive
all the way back home.
all the way back home. Yeah, because I would be drunk. So I would sleep in my car to not. But that's like not where, like I didn't live in my car. I had a place, but it was not close because I lived in Vancouver. I never had a place in Oregon. I only when I stayed with other people, but I never had my own place in Oregon. I had my own place in
Yeah.
Vancouver, Washington. But Vancouver, Washington, only like 15 minutes. But when you're drunk,
Is this helping your knee at all?
yeah, that's really helping. All right, I'm good now.
You're good?
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, that actually helped a lot. Now you're like stuck. First one, but here's the microphone back to you. Thank
Okay.
you. I'm good now.
All right.
I'm about to actually start my burgers. It's about 4 in the
I think that sounds good. Okay, let's have a little.
we
We got the.
Watch the game.
We got to bet on. We got to bet on. Who are we betting on again?
Oh, I don't even know.
No, I just told you. I just told you.
National.
We're betting on the Nationals.
Yeah.
All right.
National.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
American League.
Okay, Joy will tell you that she needs someone around here 24/7. So when you guys say, "Let's do something for Joy," or like da da da.
Actually, that helped a lot. Thank you. That
So,
helped a lot, by the way.
Okay, cool. Can I get a hug then? I'm just teasing.
No, you can get a hug.
Right on. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was nice. Thank you. Okay. What do you guys want to do? Want me to sit in Jedi Joy's spot? Okay. This is kind of meditative. I can see that. Okay. I kind of see what the drive is. You know, it works. I got my dinner. I'm not going to eat all this, but in reality, we're on day, well, I'm going to say I made it 24 hours because I slept last night, made it all day yesterday. So I'm going on 48 hours now. As you know, the first two days are the hard. Trust Fund Drugstore. Sorry, Byron. She's done. She's limited time only. I know. We can go all night. She's got a limited schedule. Because she's either got other appointments, other things to do, other chores to do, or she's bloating or she's tired. One of those 5 things. It's really telling what's wrong with what they're doing. I know. Well, it is. I guess that's part of entertainment. It's part of the price we pay for being up here, which I'm not sure why we have to pay to be up here, but I guess it's the price we pay. Donate stickers and super chats. Yeah, I agree. Joy has a pure soul. Thanks, Cheryl D. She sacrificed her younger years to fight. She did. You know, that's the thing is that you can't change. Yeah, her soulmate Rich. She pays for a lot for the house. That's at 40. She can find a job that isn't. I know. It's Cheryl D. There's a couple things. I mean, okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't sum it up any better than you just said it. I want to get my glasses on. Okay. There. I can't find them there. I thought they were over there. Much success, Patricia. Hey. Hi, Alma. Hi, Patricia Wright. How are you? What, oh brother? What, oh brother, love to be alive? What? Obviously you like Joy. Look, you have her profile. You use Joy's photo for your profile pic. Come on. That's something. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, fam? Man, there's not a filter on this thing, but I feel like there is. Like this Prism app, it's changed a little bit, but I mean, this blue seems really blue. The red seems really red. Seems so vibrant. 88 degrees? Oh man. Jeez. Did you get yourself a winter coat? That's freezing. Whew. Sounds cold out there. Were you guys snowboarding out there today? 92? Okay, yeah. See, now we're getting the springtime weather. 92. We're 105, bro. Yesterday, I think we were like over 110. Yep. I know, 88 degrees in Tennessee is way worse than 105 degrees in Vegas. I guarantee you that. 97 in Bama, I bet was just terrible. That's got to be miserable. Let me ask you guys, okay, why do you think God's punishing you guys? I'm just come on, are you guys new here? If you I bring up provocative shit like that just because I do. That's a great idea. Lidocaine. She'll love that. We have lidocaine. Release the Epstein file. Yeah. Good question. Let's see. The Epstein file. What are you talking about? Epstein files? Didn't you hear? Those don't exist. Trump said that he made sure that the Secret Service shredded anything. No, oops. Trump said that they don't exist. They're gone. And everybody said, yes, Trump. And then I said, I would never trust a guy. And then you said, what? All right. No, that was from you earlier. Yeah, no. You got any good strains lately? No, but we jacked a guy who did. I'll tell you about that later. It's just it's a little side hustle Joy has with this other dude. It just involves some ski masks, some shot offs, and shit. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Is that not? We're not allowed to joke about that stuff.
It's just not a funny joke.
I think it's a funny joke.
I don't like jokes.
Joy doesn't like jokes like that. But could you imagine? Can you imagine me? Okay, for those that know me, can you imagine me involved in something like that? It would just be absolutely ridiculous. That's why it's funny. We got 100 likes already? No way. Hey, high five. Right on. Thanks, Patricia. He's guilty for sure. Okay. In reality, that's crazy because that's your guy. Come on, that had to shock some people, right? When Trump said that they didn't exist, when his special team found the documents, shredded them, and said they don't exist. Oh, they're talking about the list. Okay, well listen. Now you're getting somewhere. And Elon said it best. The difference between you and me is about 20 years of governmental experience. In other words, he said, the more experience you get, the more knowledge you have of government history, and the more experience you have with government, the less trust you have in government officials, is what he was saying. So it wasn't so much that I was trashing your dude, but man, he was really playing on. I mean, it's like there's a lot of stuff going on, and you can't tell me you're happy about tomato prices going up this week. Tomato prices on the rise this week, you guys. Yeah, no, I don't do tomatoes. You don't do tomatoes, but you can't be happy about it unless you're selling tomatoes. Anyways, I just love to have I think the problem with me is that I've always kind of been like, even though I was I just grew up in a weird time, you know what I mean? I grew up Gen X, 80s. So even though I was a varsity soccer captain, playing soccer itself was like punk rock in 1986. I mean, everybody, I was popular for a month with the teachers and everybody that was trying to get me to play football. until I said, no, I'm a soccer player. And once I signed the deal and said I'm not playing football, they didn't even say hi to me. It was just I just got shunned. And the soccer player was run by the biology teacher, and it was very anti. They were very, very I think one time because we were doing really good because I feel like I got transferred there. I feel like I played a big part in it. I did. I was really good. And I transferred there, so I started there my sophomore year. So I took out the starter there, and then I was so good by the junior year, I became varsity captain for 2 years. So, point being is that we did really good, but we're very love to be alive is not Trigger Man. What's the waffle train? Man, I don't want no waffles. I'm not even, dude. Harvey, I could be his dad. He's like half my size. No, I gotta go back. Let's go read the comments. I'm gonna go read the comments here in a minute. I hand me my phone. Where's my phone? Joy constantly puts things away back in order. She's super organized. She would have been if I would have met Joy 20 years before, which I couldn't because I was looking for someone like Joy, but Joy's one of a kind. And because we had special needs here. I mean, this family, you know what I mean? It's it would have made somebody else very, very unhappy. I mean, I don't want to get into it. Let's go back and read the chat. Soccer player. It's funny that people don't talk about the real news. Read comments. What's your Ray's comments? The patches real work. Elon and Trump are very close. They still have dinner together and they're saying, oh. So are you saying that it's a 1-2 switcher, like that little trick that they do? Yeah, get the lidocaine patches. I saw that one. Did you know that I was so cool with that? Yeah, lidocaine patch. No, I was saying no. I already saw that. Yeah, we're doing the lidocaine patch. Lidocaine patch for your knee, Joy. You got it. I'm saying they're friends so Elon can sell his cars again. You think it's about the cars, really? Really? Come on. Where's in reality? Tell them that Elon's not trying. They really work. Okay, I'm going to do it. Lidocaine patches right now. I'm adding it to the list. Well, it's kind of weird because most liberals were the ones buying the electrics, and most of the conservatives, we're oil drive, never driving any electric car. So it's more kind of a San Francisco, hipster thing. So it's kind of weird, when they connected together. But when Elon Trump, their sales boost, man. So what you're trying to say is that we're being bamboozled again. We're being bamboozled by two of the wealthiest, two greedy people. Okay, here's one thing you know about the wealthiest man in the world. Can we all agree? That they're greedy. I mean, does that not make sense, right? I mean, there's no hiding it. Okay, some of you might have like 4 cars, a 4-car garage, 2 boats, maybe a house in Aspen and all that stuff. And we might be hard pressed to prove that you're greedy. But when you are the richest man in the world, I mean, I kind of feel like that's almost like maybe that's the one thing that he didn't think through. He didn't say shit, that would actually be really difficult to prove that I'm not greedy. Okay. How are we doing? Okay, you done? I'm about ready. I'm gonna watch. So you guys sit down too. Okay, guys, come on. Joy's done. I just got booted out of the room. I love you, Adriana. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, by the way, thank you, Kay Adams, for all the positivity. I'm going to order those lidocaine patches. Love to be alive. Thanks for seeing Grandy's Grift. There you are. Do you guys still smoke pot? I haven't seen. We literally just did. Joy! I was going to say that Joy had a boyfriend named Joey, and that would be confusing. Joey and Joy. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, guys. Let's reconvene mañana. How's that sound? I know I'm a little chubby today, but I will be hopefully losing weight. Hi, Sam. Amanda Panda. Yeah, how are you? Man, it is hot today, isn't it? Was Joey a bougie? I don't know what a bougie is. Will you let me know the patch? I will, definitely. Let's get them for you. Thanks, Kay Adams. Hi, Adriana. Hi. Hey, Lily. Oh my gosh, everybody's here right when as soon as it's so hot. I know I'm about ready to sign off because I got to go have lunch and chill out. I did push-ups outside today. Can you believe that? All right, guys. It's really good seeing everyone. Thanks for being here. All right, man. All good heavens, man. Okay, Midge, have a great night, buddy. Amanda, have a good night. Cindy, everyone, you all be good. We'll talk to you soon. Next time. Adriana, bye. Love you.
Turn me up a little. Yeah, turn up and talk loud. Little do you know, you're gonna hear this one. Sun shining. Yo.
I don't hate players, I don't love the game. I'm a shot clock, way above the game.
Be point blank with you, the game.
I got all this work on me, I ain't come for play.
You can show the little shorties how you pump and think.
The dog,
Not to death, I'm not impressed, I'm not amused, I'm not confused, I'm not to do. I'm a grown man business, I'm not in school. Put your hand down, youngin', this is not for you.
On my jail, my beats with the Kanye, yo.
Your name on the market, your name off the payroll. Style fresh
Like
like
I'm still a Dayo, and it's been like that since the Dayo.
On more time than a Rollie or Seiko.
Step on deck, your neck, or do what I say so. Get up again.